don't be like adjacent to somebody if you can help it, because you don't want to walk into their fire walking out of your own. Melee, I guess you're gonna have to like figure out set places to maybe stack and be in, and you could just move as a group or whatever you want to do. I know as ranged you can spread out pretty easily and not worry about the fire. Other than that,
Try
there's
left,
gonna be
right
winds.
foot.
Yeah, okay. Other than that, there's gonna be winds that'll pull like push the whole room, and basically it's gonna try to tug you to a side, either on the left side or the right side. These vents, one of them will light up on fire, and it's just basically trying to push you into it. Just run against it. It's not too bad. I don't think on heroic it's gonna be anything we need to use movement CDs for. If we do, I think we have a roar, so we could try that, but I don't think it'll be big of an issue. Other than that, I don't think the first room has a defense matrix, but I know it might. But the other two rooms definitely do. And what happens is there's little light laser beams, and they'll like cross through the room, but there's gonna be a gap in between. Everyone's gonna stand in that gap, and you won't get hit by it. It's pretty easy to dodge. Just look to the side. Marked people should be fine to follow along. At least me, Zerno, should be safe. Don't pay attention to tanks as much, because I mean, they should be dodging it too, but you know, I'm not too sure if they can soak it or whatever. But just dodge the beams, don't stand in fire, and listen to when your group's being called. Like I said, Zerno's going to start moving the group, and then I'll continue to call people. We're going to try to go pretty quick. We may end up using raid CDs during the final two groups, because we can cross them somewhat staggered together. We also have less people, and the idea is, I know with at least some of the raid CDs that get dropped, like let's say Spirit Link or Bubble, they can overlap the wall because they're an AoE thing. So if you see a Bubble on the ground or a Spirit Link, you want to run through the wall through it, because it's affecting you on both sides, and that way you're taking less damage as you cross it. We're probably also going to be using Commanding Shout during those cooldowns. We have plenty of warriors, so there's no reason why we can't use a Commanding Shot every single time Group 6 and Group 7 are crossing over. And yeah, I think that's about it. This fight's a lot about personal responsibility. You need to not get hit by the beams, not stand in fire, and listen for when your group is called. Everyone should have AA, so you should see your groups at the top. If somebody is not listed or repeated, tell me now, let me know, because I think that's everyone. But if not, you should say something.
Just so Melee know, once we get to the new room, interrupts take priority, so I'm going to try to mark a priority target to burn down. We're going to try to kill that one pretty quick, and then it's just kind of a free-for-all. Find an ad, focus it, interrupt it, stun it, do what you got to do. If it becomes an issue, I'll micromanage it more. But the only wave that's really hard is the first wave, because once the second wave gets over there, you now have 8 interrupters instead of just 4. And the DPS also multiplies. You'll have 7 DPS as opposed to just 3. So it should get easier and easier. This is the first group. So Zerno, me, Fatherin, Teach, and Pally. It's going to be hardest on us 3. I am going to wait about 30 to 40 seconds before I first cross to let everyone use their CDs, but then we're just going to keep going. And then it's going to be second room is another 30 to 40 seconds, then we're going to go again. If we get to the last room and she's at 50%, I still think we'll push in time, but like Barrington said, we want to get through faster so we can hero phase 3, or I guess last cell, and burn her, because it's 100% damage taken. It'll shorten the fight dramatically if we don't stay in these first 2 cells longer than we have to. I think SARS is going to be editing the AA right now. Yeah, okay, so the healer CDs are going to be posted right there.
Oh wait, I've already got it all done.
Okay.
Is that you that did it?
Try resending really quick. Just okay. I'll wait. Are you good now? Because I'm just gonna. Yeah. I mean, that's your Widower. Do you see that now? Because we sent a new AA just now. Still don't see it. Okay. I'm not sure why you're not seeing the AA, but
he has it downloaded.
Benefit, yeah, he says he has it.
You might need to adjust the permissions to allow somebody to edit it for him. I know that's an option I had before.
I mean, he might not have it toggled. If you dash AA and hit toggle display, does that bring it up?
Yeah, maybe you don't have the window toggled on, because that could be an issue too.
Yeah, so if you can't see, it's dash AA brings up the add-on, and then toggle display is all you should need.
Looks like he's reloading really quick.
And then you have to find a nice place to put it that's not interfering.
While we're here, I'm gonna jump another feast. I know some of us died on the last fight, so you can refresh your feed buff.
Slash AA.
/AA. Yeah.
Oh man, now we're getting really into it.
Itch.
Okay, cool. Widower sees everything. Great. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, let me know. Your names should be on the AA, like I said. There's also a hammer here on the right if you need to repair. Just drop one. Thank you. It's by my flare.
Also, everyone should see I logged on the Death Knight before this and I turned G repairs on. In the future, I would like to give more, but for now I'm going to give 500 gold a night. So that's a good amount to 1,000 gold a week. It's not, I mean, it's a lot, but it's not a lot. Like I said, once we start selling, the first one is going to go back to pay the G Bank, then people will get money, but I even gave it to the like, you know, the trial rank because it's a nice thing to do. So you can use all those funds up first. Don't be shy about it. And then after those are used up, if there's additional, yeah, it's going to be on you.
Just one quick note for healers with placeable defensives, SLT powered barrier. When you place them, try and place the center close to the barrier that we're crossing. So that way, as we're going through and taking damage, it'll be reduced by your thing. And hopefully, it'll be, it'll clip through a little. But
I have Luminous, so I'll hit everybody.
okay.
Also, we're going to be crossing on Blue and Moon. Try to cross around there. I know when Teach throws on his SLT, if you cross in it and you end up in it, it's going to be more effective for everyone to be stacked there in it. Like I said, I don't know how other CDs might work, but just cross in the same spot so people know.
So that's only going to work on the people on the same side as you, just so you know.
But I'm one
Because
of the
the
last
barriers
groups, so
LOS.
as soon as I get inside, I'll pop it then.
Yeah, but so with 6 and 7 going through so closely together, I guess group 5 you'll be fine.
Yeah, because
Well, I need to move that.
if Val goes in and he can top everyone right off right away, then the SLT goes down for the next group.
Well, Val's going through with group 6.
Is he? I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay, isn't it? Or is group 5 the one you're worried about?
Group 5 is the one I was talking about using barrier for.
Okay.
Because group 6 and 7 are going through so closely together, like SLT should go down, group 6 goes through, HTT.
Put
darkness.
6 as revival, or 5 as revival, right then? Because stars is there?
I guess so, yeah.
Well, I get totem that one since it's not even being used.
HTT,
But
you mean?
HTT is using what being used when 7
Yeah,
comes
you're 6 and 7, Teach. You drop everything on 6 and 7.
Yeah.
And if you, I don't know if you go like into your elemental form, but that's your time to shine. Nazro, Gherkins, and Tony, your CSs are up there. My Darkness is up there. I know this is taking a while, but it's the first night and we want to be as careful as possible. There's no reason to wipe needlessly if we can plan effectively. Going forward, obviously this will all be second nature. We won't take 10 minutes to set up a fight. You know, 2 weeks from now, we're going to clear everything within an hour. But the first time through, it merits it to take its time and do it right the first time. No one likes to wipe if you don't have to. In before I pull Feta devours whole room again.
Yeah. You ran that the hard way.
Alright, let's go.
So remember range, try to be spread out so you're not spawning fire next to each other.
2, 1.
Melee, try to start off on the left leg and then move to the right for fires.
3,
It's called a left leg, right leg strat.
Okay, taunt.
Here
Now
comes
move to the
fire,
right
move out
leg.
of the way. This fire will go away after a little bit, but it does persist for a second or two. Yeah.
Thorna and Zolja, if you can get on the right leg, that'd be great. Stack up on me.
So here comes the wind tunnel. Don't move away from the boss.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2,
We
1.
might want to use a roar there.
Alright, group 1, start crossing.
What in the world?
the rest of the raid, you want to use personals if you have to, if you get low. We're going to start crossing the second group soon.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, group 2. I want you to start crossing. So it's going to be Tony, Cadgay, Crow, and Nazro. You guys should all be crossing. Oh. Maybe that was too much damage. I think.
It was the people crossing at the same time as the bombs. The fire.
3, 2,
Yeah, we either need to cross sooner than that, or maybe a little bit after the fire. I mean, the fire shouldn't do too much damage, right? Because everyone should be dodging it, but I'm not sure if a cast also got off. I saw Fatherin was dead.
One cast
so-
got off. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was rough
that-
with because we nuked the first one, and then we were working the next two, and we got the next set, but then we just ran out. It looked like we ran out of interrupts.
Yeah. So I mean, part of that was just getting a cast getting off.
Did I go through too early or too late? Do you want me to try to push a little faster? Do you care?
I mean, the boss was already at 78%. So
Okay, because when meta
probably
fell
go-
off, I went right away.
Yeah. I mean, I think we could still go quicker because the boss is, like I said, already lost 20% of its health, and we're gonna do, the last 40% easily in the last room. Because ideally, we want to get the boss over by 70, maybe, or 65. Because, otherwise we're just wasting that last room.
Yep. Hopefully they'll be able to go a little faster. I will go. I won't wait. I waited like 5 seconds. I'll go a bit faster.
Go get another feast.
Yep. Sorry.
Do we want to add roars for those wins because they're nasty?
Yeah. How many roars do we actually have? Can bears roar and feral, or is it just?
Yeah, both.
Yeah,
can.
we both have one.
Okay, so why don't we have Rindar? How about you do Ardorn do the first roar, and Leah can do the second because you're going over before. So in case you're on the other side already, she can do the second because she's here until the very end of that room.
Nope, I forgot food. Never mind. Okay, I'm ready. Sorry.
Okay.
So we're gonna be a little farther out because last time I couldn't see anything because of the wall. Alright, let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Melee stack up on the left foot. And we're going left foot, right foot.
First flames. You ready to move?
1.
Beware.
Move out of the fire. Wind tunnel soon. Get more range, be more towards the middle in case either side goes active. Okay, it's the same side again. All right,
After
is
this wind
roar.
tunnel, I want group 1 to go.
2, 1.
3, 2,
Group 1 go.
1.
Beware.
You move out of the fire.
Yep, perfect job, guys. Kind of stagger the way you go through so the damage is easier.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for people to get topped off again.
3, 2.
Okay, I'm gonna send part of group 2. Tony and
3,
Cadgay, I want
2,
you two to cross.
1.
Beware.
Remember, interrupts are still king. I want everyone getting them. I will try to mark a priority at.
Okay, the other two people, Crow and Nazra, I want you two to cross now. Lee, if you
Watch
have
out for the
roar.
tank.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, let people get topped off a little bit, then we're gonna start group 3.
1.
Beware.
Watch out for the fire. Alright, Zoja and Paxi, I want you to go over. All right, Smarty and Widower, can you two cross too?
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
All right, this is last wind tunnel probably before we're gonna switch.
Yeah, the wave 1 sucks over here, but after that, this is easy.
Dot and Corin, can you two cross now? While we're doing this wind tunnel, or immediately afterwards? Actually, I want to send three.
Afterwards, yes.
Dot, Corin, and Ozrath. All three of you, can you go over?
3,
We have someone with a
1.
res dot. Don't go.
I'm dead.
Oh, we need Leah up. Do we have anyone in this room with a res? Yeah, you're right.
No.
I can go back.
All right, Dot. I just come back, Dot. I guess so. Come res Leah really quick. The rest of group 4 should be going. Gherkins and Smarty and Saras. Both, all of you go over when you can.
3, 2,
They're all here already, it looks like.
Talk.
Okay. I'm gonna cross over.
We gotta go. We're at like 95%.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna use a major cooldown here. We need SLT down, and we need to bring the tanks and everyone get in this SLT.
After the wind. After the wind. Too late.
All right, SLT's gonna fade.
3,
Go,
2,
go.
Just use darkness and major defense.
Yep, darkness is...
Yeah, we're gonna have to be quick with the groups because it's just taking too long.
Yeah, I mean, well, we had a lot of downtime over here. If you
Yeah,
want, like I
it's
said, to
just-
make it easier, I can try to watch damage and call.
Watch out for the beams. Watch out for the beams. Get in this gap.
2, 1.
I mean, we'll keep going for practice.
Yeah, we should keep going. So group
I'm
1.
gonna read
1.
the boss a little.
We're gonna go in about 10 seconds.
Okay. So you call group 1.
Just so we have more of a buffer for the winds.
Group 1 goes after this group, or group 1 goes after this wind.
Can we get a, do we have a rare or no?
3, 2.
All right, group 1, let's go.
3,
Wait, how long on the next battle res?
1.
30 seconds.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
So another beam. Oh.
3.
What?
Wow.
That's
I was like,
cute.
what?
We're all like,
Yeah, for that one,
Okay,
you gotta go in the
so-
swirl.
I see.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. Sorry.
That was awesome.
That was pretty cool.
It's like Resident Evil.
The
That
guide
to
did
me
not
was
show
just-
that.
That was as cool
No, it
as
did
the
not.
falling onto the boss bowl lesson.
Yeah, that was not in any of the videos. Sorry, guys. I didn't know that was a thing.
The one time you actually want to stand in the swirling yellow thing, right?
Yeah, I saw the swirling yellow. I was like,
I was
is that a good
confused.
thing or a bad swirl? I don't know.
Those still look like laser beams.
So something I do also drops little yellow swirlies, and that really confused me.
like, it seems too easy to dodge that.
Yeah. Oh, that makes more sense. Okay.
All the times that you beat me unconscious, I forgive. All the crimes incomplete, listen, honestly, I'll live. Mr. Cool, Mr. Right, Mr. Know It All is through. Now the future's so bright, and I owe it all to you who showed me the light. It's a brand new me, I got no remorse. Now the water's rising, but I know the course. I'm gonna shock the world, gonna show that horse. It's a brand new day, and Penny will see the evil me. Not a joke, not a dork, not a failure. And she may cry, but her tears will dry when I hand her the keys to a shiny new Australia. It's a brand
Is my timing for Devo good?
Yeah, the sun is high, all the angels sing.
I have no idea. I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
I didn't see when you were using it honestly, but we're gonna make a change by the way for everyone. We're still gonna call group 1 over with Zerno, but as you guys saw, like so many people crossing over at once is just like crazy damage. So we're still gonna go relatively in the same order, but Zerno's gonna call individual people from each group. So after group 1 goes as a group, Zerno might say Tony crossover, and then Nazro crossover, and you guys will just have to listen for that, and he'll just pick you out, and you'll cross over then, because
Correct.
4 people going at once sometimes is just killing people straight out.
Staggering it is better,
And
yeah.
we just
And
need
I'll
to
watch
stagger it a lot better.
your health. I'm not gonna go like group 1 to group 5. So like, for instance, Smarty would never be the next person called. Like it's gonna go group 1, and then group 2. I'm gonna do all the names. Then group 3. So you should know when you're gonna be called. I expect you to cross within 2 to 3 seconds of me calling your name.
I also just realized I'm in 2 groups. You have me in group 3 and group 5. I didn't see myself in group 3 there. So this is Smarty.
Oh yeah, sure. I can take you out of group 5.
I was like, you kept calling my name twice, and I didn't realize why. But I just saw it.
Yeah, that's fair. It's just so many people and people missing. It fucked
Yeah,
everything
no
up.
worries.
Okay, there we go. That should be good. So you're still in group 3, Smarty. I took you out of 5.
SARS, I'm gonna have you kind of coordinate with me, and when like the last person from a group I call goes over, if you want to call the healing CDs,
Yep.
or however you want to work them. I don't have the brain power to call groups and healing CDs. Like I said, though, you should know who's coming. So, like, I won't call for crossings during wins because that's hard enough. Well, wins are done. I'd expect to get 5 to 6 people, maybe even 8 between wins. It'll be staggered by 2 to 3 seconds a person. And then on the new side, just blow up the ad. Soaking those things will stop the beams from calming down on us, yes?
Yeah, you just stand in it. That's
No,
the
I think that
empty
if you
spot.
just stand in them and they won't, the beams still come down, but it's a safe.
Yeah,
zone.
there's a gap. There's still a
Okay.
gap. It's just a top gap.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a top down.
Yeah,
gap
that's
instead
just
of a
marked
side
where
step.
this. There's just kind of marked where that gap was.
Right, so everyone just stands in that gap.
1.
3, 2, 1.
Remember melee, try out left leg, right leg, left leg.
3.
Oh yeah, you can totally dodge us. We only need 1 tank for this fight too.
Oh, they didn't fix it. Okay, that was in beta, but I thought they fixed that.
Right leg melee.
So wind tunnel's coming up soon. This will be Rindar's roar once it starts pulling us. Oh.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Group 1, go. Try to stagger yourselves.
This is a joke.
Alright, Father, and there you go. Very good. Burn them down.
Totem down.
Thank you.
3,
Stun.
2, 1.
Interrupted.
3,
Flame in 3
so cool.
seconds. Get ready to
One.
move.
Beware.
Move.
We got the
Yeah, we
cast
had a
off.
cast go off.
Yeah, we got one cast off.
Yeah, it's a wipe. Okay. We should just wipe it. Just die.
Three, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
You know what we can do on that first one, because I have more time? I can pop Luminous just before we send that initial group through. And that way it'll hit everybody and it'll absorb a shit ton.
Yeah. So
that's a good idea.
just give him like a 3-second countdown before you go.
Before I go?
I think SARS tried calling out the barrier thing.
Yeah, it has a cast time, doesn't it?
No, not Luminous. It's instantaneous.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
So yeah, so right when Zerno starts calling that group, you could use that call as your signal to go.
Yep, and I'll pop it, and that way it'll
Right.
hit everybody, and as you go
Yep.
through, it'll should
That'll
work really
mitigate
well.
the
And we'll be able to do that. We should have enough time to do it going into the third room too, the same time.
Cool. That's
It'll be
awesome.
close. But we should have it.
Also, I'm going to stagger group 1 a bit.
Honestly,
Maybe we
with
should try
Luminous-
staggering more, like a second in between, and then we should stun the second ad. So when the first one spawns, just pop CDs, and when the second one spawns, stun it, and then just stun every successing ad.
Yep.
Feast.
Teach, I want you to be the last one through on my group. It'll go
I'll
me,
go third.
Pally, then... Okay, you want to go third?
Yeah.
Okay, it'll be me, Father, and then Pally, and then Teach, you'll be last. We're going to blow up the first ad. Pally, you're going to stun the second. And then Teach should be over by then. We should have AoE stuns, and it should be fine.
You guys are gonna be able to live with no heals.
Yeah, because we have barrier going up by... Do we have barrier for that group, or is it a different group?
Yeah, it's that group.
Yeah, we have Valder's barrier, so we should have a shield. I don't know how big it is, but we should be fine as long as we don't let a cast go up.
18,000.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
But you're gonna take a pretty good hit though when you go through though.
Yeah, we'll be... As long as we're topped off going through, we'll survive till Teach gets there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you'll be topped off plus.
without any mitigation stuff, it wouldn't kill you directly if you were topped off. So with that shield and a healer being there, it should be okay.
Yep.
I can cast over healing rain anyway, so you can at least stand in that.
Hey, Zerno, any chance you clicked that weak core I made earlier today?
No, I was thinking you should have put it in Discord because you're gonna lose it in guild chat.
Well, we have the guild community thing, and you just can't click links there, apparently.
Alright, let's do this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
That's a purifying flame. Dodge. Get ready to move back for this wind tunnel. And Rindo, you can delay your roar a couple of seconds because it actually doesn't pull us immediately. Okay, it's going the other direction this time. All right, roar now. Yeah, thanks.
3, 2, 1.
Group 1, get ready to go.
3,
Yep.
1.
Pop it.
Fatherin.
I
Pally.
don't know how I died.
That's fine. Teach, come on. Father, you're gonna interrupt the first one. I'll interrupt the second.
Three, two, 1.
So next flames in 3 seconds.
3, 2,
Get ready to dodge.
Now we're gonna get a cast off.
And a wind tunnel after that.
I got
You need to
mine.
pull another DPS for an interrupt?
Yep, Tony, come on. Tony, let's go. Cadgay, let's go. Crow, let's
So
go.
wind tunnel.
3, 2, 1.
Cadgay, why are you still... Okay. We got 2 ads here. Make sure you kill... Nazro, let's go.
1.
Zolja, let's go.
Beware.
Dodge the fire.
Paxi, Smarty. Widower. Dot Dog.
3, 2, 1.
Oz, Corin.
3, 2, 1.
Can I get sacked?
Beware.
Pickles. SARS. Actually, wait up. Let the raid stabilize. Yep, let the raid stabilize.
Comes the wind tunnel.
We're gonna pick up where we left off after this.
3, 2,
So Pickles and SARS.
3, 2, 1.
beware.
Rinder and Barrington. Grimsy and Val. Etrid.
3, 2,
Then it should just be tanks and healers whenever you're ready.
I died.
3,
I died too.
Let's get a B res up for
1.
Ghost. Can we... Someone needs
I'll have to go get him.
I'm getting him. I'm getting him.
Rindo's got it. Rindo's got it.
Okay, coming through.
Finish off these
Okay,
ads.
we need to dodge the beams. Finish the ads. All DPS should be on the ads right now. Okay.
3, 2, beware.
Is your roar back up yet? Probably not.
Mine's after the next one.
Group 1, get ready to go. Father, come on over. Teach, come on.
Stand on the circles. Everyone run to these swirlies. Everyone should be on the swirlies right now.
I'm holding. I'll come after this.
3, 2,
3,
Good job. There'll be another beam one from the sides. Alright, never
You
mind, I
guys
guess.
pulled a net.
Okay. Well, DPS on the side, kill the ad.
Father,
shit.
group hit.
Dodge it. It's on the boss.
Tony and Cadgay.
I died a long time ago.
Crow. Nazro.
How many do we have a battle res right now?
Nope, 30
No.
seconds.
3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Zolja and Pax.
I can't heal right now.
I want to get Val when we have it.
Get on the circles.
Again?
I'm gonna hold up. After these are safe, I want Smarty and Widow. You got an ad that went back over to your side.
Okay, DPS on the side. Focus the ad first.
Beware.
1.
Dodge the fire.
Dot and Ozroth.
Ilaria, go ahead and taunt.
Corin and
Okay,
Pickles.
I'm coming across now.
I dodge the new beams.
Get
It's
to
on the
safe
boss.
zone. I'm gonna wait calling.
I'm dead.
Focus these ads. SARS and Ardor.
3,
I'm dead.
2, 1.
3,
We're gonna keep going just to practice, get to the new safe zones.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
boy.
the tunnel doing the safe zone stuff. That's ridiculous.
Oh, thank you.
Beware.
Yeah, that wind tunnel was brutal.
If you haven't come over yet, come on over. I think we're dead anyways. We're out of tank.
Yeah, we're running out of tanks. So
I'll take it.
I'm thinking, Pally, did you walk into the tank ability? That might be you died.
You guys are at skull, and then I'm way off to the right, and I don't know how I got hit by that cone.
Yeah, because there's nothing else that could one-shot you like that, I would think, at that point.
Well, yeah, that's how I
It was
died. I died from the sanitizing strike, but I was like way off and back to the right, like where my body is, and there were other people around me, so I'm not sure how I died.
I died from 3 ticks of defense grid, so I wasn't getting enough heals, so we may have been going too quickly.
I mean, that last room didn't go on fire for a little bit out. Like, there was a bit of time since the last group and the tanks passed over, so are we going too fast, maybe?
Potentially.
We might be going a little quick.
It's gonna take time for us to learn. Like, I'm balancing. Yeah, I'm balancing. How can we kill ads? And then I'm also watching timers. I really don't feel comfortable unless you're all gonna be okay with it. Sending people through during the winds can be problematic. Sending people through when you have to dodge winds. I don't mind asking people to come through that, but then it's gonna be on you to make sure that when I call for you, you dodge them as you come over. I've been trying to take into account hard overlaps.
Also, with staggering people going through the defense grids, can we call for like warrior commanding shout? Because instead of just saying group 2, I don't know exactly when we need it.
Well, it's the healer CDs are on the AA. I can't call the AA and the people, so it'd be kind of on you to memorize where you go.
Yeah, but if you're staggering the groups by people instead of the groups, the AA kind of loses its focus as far as
just
like saying when
whatever
commanding shout is needed.
Yeah, whatever name I call, like if I call you Pickles, then you just CS as you come over. So
Okay,
you would
that's
use
fine.
your CD when you come over.
Okay, cool.
His CS is like super early though.
We can swap him and Nazro because they're actually technically Nazro's in group 2 and Gherkins is in group 4. So we can have Nazro CS his group, his thing, and we have to swap the 2 in the AA. That's all. It's an easy fix.
That's fine.
So-
I just wanted to be sure because I wasn't using it.
Right. So Nazro, I'm gonna fix it, but you're gonna CS in group. Oh, okay.
Anyways, yeah, it's a delicate balance between killing ads and then sending people over at the right time while people get topped off. Ideally, we probably would have pushed another healer in now because we don't need the DPS. Our swing healer isn't here, so that's why we're stuck with 5. I don't think anyone else is prepared to heal either.
I have a druid that's 340. It's on a different server, but
Well, I mean, honestly, I think we can also clean up a lot of what we're doing still.
Yeah, there's still a lot of room for improvement before I'm going to ask that.
Yeah.
I have to do callouts better, UCD's better. I think we still let one interrupt get off. There's a whole lot of stuff that we can do.
I'm actually we're gonna save one of the roars because if you guys notice, at one point there's a really bad overlap where winds happened at the same time as that, at least in the second chamber. When those beams came out, we had to run to a side, and also the winds are pushing you away from that, and you had like half a second after the winds ended to get there. So I think I'm gonna actually have Rindar save his roar for that moment. So as far as the winds go, people are gonna have to just make sure you're paying attention what side's on fire and have your movement CDs ready. Because if that wind happens and we can't get to that void zone, we're all gonna die. So basically plan for not having roar this time, is what you're saying. Also, Smarty, are you...
Yeah, I'm coming back in. I don't know what happened. Disconnected.
Okay.
If I do call your name and it's not advantageous for you to cross, then don't cross. Just ignore my call until you can cross safely. Take it upon yourself. Like I said, I might call, but if something goes on that 2 seconds that drops you and you can't cross safely, then don't cross. Just wait to get topped off and come across. I'm watching as people come across. Basically, as long as there's 2 ads constantly on my side, that's how I'm funneling people over. If it gets too quick again, I'll stop. But I'm still trying to push us to the 3rd chamber as quickly as possible because it just shortens the fight.
Full blue bar, almost there.
Same strat. When group 1 goes over Pally, you'll stun the first ad. We'll blow it up, and then interrupt the second ad. Well, do the second ad. I think you're right. Second ad stun, first ad blow up. If it needs to be interrupted, I'm going to leave that interrupt to you. And then the third and fourth ads will be Father and I to interrupt.
I'll interrupt the first on the second. That's my priority.
Okay.
You just want to make it where each person, at least in the first group, is responsible for their interrupting their ad. You just target it.
Well, ideally, yeah. The focus ads I'm gonna let you guys get. I'll get the ads that aren't being focused because I can swap back efficiently. But you guys just focus your own ad, and then you just route your interrupt or your ad when you need to. Your stun.
Yeah, I'll win share one on my ad.
3, 2, 1.
All right, so flames in 4 seconds.
3,
Get ready.
2, 1.
Beware.
Move out of the flames. Here comes the wind tunnel. Move ahead now before the. Okay, good job.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Father, go ahead.
Beware.
Pally, go ahead. Teach, go ahead. My stun's out.
In 5 seconds.
3.
Sorry, I turned that weird early.
Beware.
Move out of the flames.
We need people to stabilize before I get us over.
Yeah. There was a cast that went off.
Yep, one cast got missed. That's why this happened. Tony and Cadgay, when you can.
3, 2, 1.
Crow.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Move out of the
Nazro.
flames.
Zolja and Paxi.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Smarty and Widower.
New wind tunnel coming soon. Be ready. Okay,
After
new wind
this is
tunnel.
over, Dot and Oz.
3, 2, 1.
So Dot and Oz come.
3, 2,
Oz is dead. Corinth.
Beware.
Pickles. SARS. Ardorn.
3, 2, 1.
Barrington. Alright, stabilize here, then we'll get the last group through.
Beware.
You guys have to go through real quick, so be ready. Grimsy, Val, and Etrid. Let him stabilize, and then go through right as it activates.
Stand in the spirit link, everyone. Try to help.
Go
the group
through now.
cross
Go
over.
through now. Everyone else, go through.
Okay, new ads. Focus these ads first. Make sure we're interrupting all of them.
Lots of ads are going to spawn.
1.
Yeah, we need B-Res on Thor. He's at the gate.
Yeah.
Beware.
Alright, dodge the flames.
Wind tunnel 4.
3, 2.
Okay, get ready to look for where the vent is. The beam right over on square is a safe spot.
I don't have a row for safe spots.
Okay.
Ever.
It shouldn't be for a while yet, so Leah, if you can get yours up.
After this wind tunnel, group 1, you're going to have to go without me. Same thing, though.
Beware. 3, 2.
Father and I want you through now. And then
On
Pally. And then Teach. Same thing, blow up the first ad. Obviously
Get in
get in
the
the safe
circles.
zones first. See if you can't taunt that over, get that over.
3, 2, 1.
I'll stun second out.
Beware.
Move out of the fire. There's going to be a second beam soon.
Tony and Cadgay.
I'm gonna have a res for Shell.
Intense.
Move over bars.
Kabulari alive. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
They're instantly aggroing away from us.
Yeah, because there's not enough
We need
DPS
res
left
up.
over there.
I got it. I got it.
3, 2, 1.
Crow and Nazro. Well, it's gonna be white.
That's a wipe, yeah. How did you die, Zerno?
Can we bring a tank over?
No, what? Yeah, I was actually thinking that
Are totally sending a tank over.
because
They'll start smashing people.
those
You can
ads
still
are
tank it,
milling.
right?
Yeah, those ads are milling, and I would definitely have a tank for Leah. Do you still have disorienting roar, the one that causes everything to be interrupted, or incapacitating roar? I can't remember the name. Ari used it on ads that the imps. Remember we had trouble on the imps for that 1-5 portal keeper. You can use that. Tank's gonna go with the first group. Also, I would advise send a healer in the second group as opposed to the third, because we're gonna have 8 people over there, and Teach is having trouble with 8 of us, topping us all off.
We can put Paxi in group 2. With
Yeah,
the
and
tank in
put her
group
at the. You can put her at the end of group 2, or like in Crow or Nazro spot. This
I mean,
way.
you're gonna call it, but I'll set
Okay.
it up.
Yeah, because I'm going right off the A. It's. I shouldn't have signed up for this job. This is terrible to have people's lives in my hand.
It won't be as
I
bad.
trust you, Zerno.
It won't be as bad topping you off now because you're not taking 25k.
A melee. Yeah, exactly. And that's how I died. And I realized that, wait, Ghost said they don't need a tank. Fuck it. Let's send a tank then.
One second.
So I crossed during the beams because I didn't realize that, they occur in every room. So.
Yeah, that's where I said I'm going to call people and there might be a bad overlap. Judge for yourself. Like I said, if it's a bad overlap that's coming, stay where safe and then cross over.
I will have barrier towards a little bit into the second room, like towards the end.
Okay.
Can we get a feast?
Yep, I'm just doing the A really quick. I'm just trying. I might have missed someone there. Let me know if your name is not on there. I know I moved.
Also, it's
Pally
that
to
time.
3.
The second cauldron time.
Oh right. Yep.
Everyone's doing really well. If I had to place blame, it's probably 99% on me learning how to call groups across. So just bear with it. As you can see, we're getting better. It just takes time.
So there's a new cauldron down. Grab a flask again. Just grab one, please.
Is there a specific time you want Roar?
Yeah. Well, actually, you're just gonna save it. Both Rindar and you are gonna save yours, I guess, because for the most part, honestly, if people are paying attention, I'll try to call it. But you get like 2 seconds before the winds actually pull you, and the flame vent appears beforehand. So if you're looking, and I'll try to call it, but like I said, you guys should be able to pay attention to it. Run to the opposite side of where that flame vent is. That way, you give yourself a lot of room. So when you get pulled away, if your movement CD runs out, you still have a lot of like extra room to move. Because we really need those movement CDs for when winds plus either fire or winds plus a void zone thing comes out, because that's where it's going to be really hard to expect people to dodge stuff when they're being pulled in the wrong direction anyway. So
I mean, use the gate. If you run against the wind for 2 seconds and then click the gate and then run against it again, you end up in the middle of the room every
that's
time.
true too. We do have Warlock Gate up, so and we can put probably a new one down in each room.
Yeah, I have been. I just don't. I don't go ahead till the third room
Right.
into the middle, so you gotta wait till that.
Yeah, I'm at the incapacitating roar actually. My bad. Forgot there's 2 roars.
You do have it or you don't have it?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay. When you come over, you're just going to be in charge of interrupting as well. The first ad usually gets blown up, but we try to stun, and then just interrupt an ad when it's casting, right?
Okay.
I stagger them enough so they're about 2 seconds apart. So like the first one should die without needing to interrupt, and then Father interrupts the second. Teach usually gets the third. You can get the fourth, and I'll be a backup. Also, I'm going to save meta, and I'm going to meta in that second room, because that's the only hard part of this fight right now, is getting across that room.
I moved a couple people in case you didn't realize. So Pally, I moved you to group 3, and Cadgay, I think I moved you to group 5. Just so you know. We're all ready. Oh, I also have Paxia. Sorry, I assume you know, but you got moved up
Yep.
to group 2. Cool.
I just wait until I hear my name anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
4, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Out of fire. So wind
Melee
tunnels
stack
in
up on the
3
right leg.
seconds.
Right leg melee stack up.
Pay attention to wind tunnel. Okay, so you're gonna move towards the boss right now. Everyone should be very close. There is a warlock gate, so if you need it, click it.
3, 2, 1.
New fire coming out.
Father, come on. Teach, go ahead.
Fire puddle. Sorry.
That's okay. Everyone should have got their interrupt there. We missed one.
All right, heal up, guys. We missed
Oh,
an
we're
interrupt.
gonna be dead.
Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, it's a wipe. Yeah, we can't miss those interrupts. I mean, if you want to pull another person, you could, Zerno, unless that's just somebody messing up.
I tab targeted the wrong target and got Zernos.
Okay.
I don't know if I missed it that time, but let me know when you guys are about ready to go through that barrier. The first person, I'll pop it. Because I think I missed like one person on it.
That's fine. Just wait for your name to cross. Because even that group has to be crossed. Leah, you and I want to cross at the same time, which left 2 ads up at the same time. And I'm trying to kind of prevent that.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's not a big deal. That's your first time going across in that group. So you're going to be 4th. So I'll go first, and I'll call Father, and then Teach, and then I'll call you last. And you'll be there before the first ad even spawns, so you'll pick up threat. That's why you're going to be last in the order.
That's why I got confused because we had all ads up and I was like, oh god. So
Yeah,
I
usually
had
we
to
don't
play
have
the
all
game.
3.
Yeah, I just had to play a game of click a random target and hope I could get it. I just was not lucky at that time.
Do we have a repair bot in with a hammer? If not, I can log over and grab 1 or 2. But
Someone just put one down last poll.
yeah, I know there was one down a pull or 2 ago. Yeah, it was over here on the right that I gave. But
I didn't see it.
Oh my god, that was totally my fault.
just run out.
No.
Just run out.
Okay.
I mean, the exit's right there. And also just run out.
Well, isn't it? It's upstairs.
Oh. The teleporter takes you up.
Is your gear broken, Ghost?
It's yellow.
All right. Well, we can probably do one more pull and then call break and
Is hammer available yet?
Last year's.
Still work. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a ton of different ways to have a repair bot.
I'll look into it, then I'll get one.
If we kill this boss, then we can mount up, and then we don't have to worry about it. So.
Aw, shit. Next level strats.
Alright, have to kill it now.
2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Melee being the left leg.
So get ready to fire. 2 seconds.
1.
Beware.
Alright, move out of the flame. Wind tunnels in 4 seconds. Get ready. Look now for where the firewall is going to be. All right. Let's run towards the boss.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
New fire coming out.
Father. Teach. Arlaria, or Leah. There you go. Now, Arlaria, you get the first, or we all gonna burn this first day, and then we go from there.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, enter.
Fire in 2 seconds.
In cap is next. In cap now.
Beware.
Oh, it didn't work.
Fire. Cast one off, guys. Try to recover if you can.
Alright, we'll stabilize.
Wind tunnel. Move away
Tony
from the
and
boss.
Paxi.
Yeah, and kept did not work.
Okay, good to know.
Alright, we're good for next.
Paxi. There you go. Crow.
Hold up.
Nazro. Zoj and Smarty. Okay, we're gonna wait. Stabilize.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2,
Widower.
1.
Beware.
Pally.
Dodge the fire.
Dot and Oz.
All right, wind tunnel. You want to be running towards the boss again?
Dot, come when you can. Corin.
I just missed it.
Yep, that's fine. It's gonna be you and Corin. And Gherkins.
2, 1.
Beware.
Stars and Ardorn. Barrington.
3, 2, 1.
Cadgay.
3, 2,
Grimsy.
1.
Beware.
And dodge the fire.
Val. Everyone get ready. We're gonna last group.
Wind tunnel.
Wait,
Go, go,
wait.
go.
Fight against these
Okay,
winds.
wait. You guys are over there, and then after this, that's fine. Come if you can. Yeah. We're gonna have to. I'm just gonna call it, and you guys are all just gonna go.
We need a battle res on Ghost. Yeah, Rindar, can you go over and get him?
1.
I got it.
All right.
Ow.
Or Dot.
You got melee.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
Watch out for the beams. So.
It's gonna be
Yeah, it's
white.
a wipe. Just shove it. All right.
I think when we get to group 6, after group 6 is done, I'm just gonna call group 7, and that's when we drop CDs and stack and go.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
SLT, HCT, darkness, because even staggering it, the wind tunnel's there, and there's too much energy, and I could not go any faster than that. And thought sealers.
Sounds good. You can also
Yeah.
move the boss over when the most of the raid is over as well, so that people have something to do. Yeah, move the boss earlier in general.
You can easily do 6 and 7 if I'm dropping everything.
And I think that's what I want to do, is once the last group 6 person is called, once Etrid is called, I'm just going to have you on your own teach, just drop everything at the doorway, and then group 7 crosses on their own. Like, having to call it out is too long. I'll discuss it when I get back, but I think that's what we're going to do, and that should alleviate that entire problem.
Well, I mean, you can probably do 6, like all 5 of them, 6 and 7, because that's gonna fluctuate a lot of health. A lot of Cloudburst, Ascendance, Healing Tide, and Link all down. It's
If you
dropping bombs.
if you think your healing cooldown can handle it, then I'm game to do it.
It'll be 4 healing cooldowns.
Okay. Then yeah, I said we at least give it a try.
Just stack all bunks.
So we're on
6
break, by the way, everyone. So if you need to stretch your legs or get up, 15 minutes to do so.
6 revivals. GG.
I think it's like what, one every 20 seconds or so.
Pretty much, yeah.
mind.
Well, it did at first, but then they gave that buff, and for some classes it still does suck. But I just compared your trinket damage to my trinket damage, and it's putting out way more than that other one. So I figured I'd go grab one. It's only 13k, so not bad.
I think I need a racial change to Void Elf too. That does a lot of damage.
It's about a 0.1% difference, though.
I don't know. Like, maybe in Sims for sure, but you talking about the two trinkets?
No, it's about racials.
Oh, yeah. Racials are, unless you're a Lightforged Draenei, then they're fucking broken.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Should we even answer this? She sold 15 million records. That's the same amount of records that the Bare Naked Lady sold, and they just got inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of
Alright, that
Fame.
hammer's kind of cool.
What I
I've
mean by
honestly
did
never
you-
seen that before.
What hammer?
The repair hammer?
Can I have a song?
Game changer.
All right, Teach, Father, and Leah, you all here?
Yep.
Yep.
The only slightly different thing I want to do, and it's hopefully to correct this whole problem, is what you're going to do is you're just going to interrupt your own ad. So when you walk through, you see the shadowy version of yourself, right? That's been established. Just focus that one. So mine's going to be the first ad that spawns at DPS. You know, it's DPSable. But what's going to happen is mine's going to spawn, and then Father spawns 2 seconds later. So while mine's alive, all of you will be hitting my ad. But then Father spawns, I want him to focus his. Teach, when yours comes in, I want you to target yours. Leah, when yours comes in, you target yours.
Okay.
The idea here is hopefully it's going to cascade. We're going to DPS my ad enough that it'll die before it casts again with just me on it, plus the AoE. I know I'll be doing a lot of AoE. Leah, hopefully you'll be doing some AoE, and then whatever Father brings to the table. I'm not sure how he is on AoE.
I can look at things.
I mean, then you look at things. If anything, you just focus yours down, and that'll help as well. But that's the idea, is you're going to switch to your ad. I realize stunning it just resets the cooldown timer. So after the initial stun, like, we're just going to kick, and then only use a stun as, like, an emergency.
Okie dokie, boss. Is this the poll ready check or the who's here ready check?
This is the making sure we're here and ready.
And if everyone's here, we'll go.
Ah, shit, game changer.
We might do some funky stuff in a little bit, but I wanted to try to get the strategy to work before we do anything too drastic.
Hang on, let me get gate done.
Alright, I think everyone
Alright,
is
Teach just
here.
got back, so let me tell Teach, not much has changed. When your ad spawns on the other side, just interrupt your ad. Just worry about that.
Your ads should spawn in the order you cross, so as long as you're paying attention to that, you should realize which one's yours.
And everyone's just gonna be responsible for their own ad, and hopefully we'll have the damage to do it. If not, I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll ask Father to hold cooldowns. It's one of those cases where at this point in the game, DPS, like, I'm holding my cooldown, DPS just might have to hold their cooldowns.
At least group 1 might have to, yeah.
Ironically, This would be a lot easier on the Death Knight because Breath of Sargeras would destroy stuff, so I could just hold that. But
I'm holding two charges of Shadow Dance as it is.
awesome.
Okay. Well, we should be good, Ghost. So everyone's here and ready.
Yeah. Okay. I was just thinking. I'm sorry. Debating if I wanted to change talents.
4, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
First flames coming out.
1.
Beware.
Wind tunnel's next, so be ready to move. All right, towards the boss. Run towards the boss now.
3, 2, 1.
Sorry, watch out for that sanitizing strike, everyone.
1.
Beware.
Flames are coming out.
Father, Teach, and then Leah. So remember, watch your own ad. When it turns into a blood puddle, that's when you want to switch to it.
3, 2, 1.
3,
New flames coming out in 2.
1.
Beware.
Wind tunnel's gonna be after this.
Now, hopefully, we can kill these before we need another interrupt. I have an emergency stun available,
Away
but
from
these
the
need
boss.
to be dead. All right, good. It worked. Tony. And Paxi, when you can.
3, 2.
I just want to get in the healing rain.
3,
Crow and Nazro.
1.
Beware.
Out of the fire.
Also, I'm not going to be interrupting much anymore. I'm just looking at Frank. Smarty
really
and Bilja.
That should die before interrupts are needed. Should.
And then Widower and Pally. Get over here. I'm going to try to get some more too. Dot and Oz, let's go.
3, 2,
We got wins in 2 seconds. Come on, let's go, let's go.
Towards the boss again.
After wins, we're going to pick back up with Corn and Gherkins.
Three, 2.
SARS and Render. Stabilize.
3,
Beware.
Barrington and Catgate.
1.
Grimsy and Val. Everyone be near this barrier. We're going to do the things. Etrid.
3.
Link. HTT. Everyone stacking it. Let's go. Cross, cross, cross. Come on, come on. For the wind tunnel.
personals get
Gotta
to-
get across before.
3,
Yeah, that's how we do it.
1.
That's how I want it done every time. Now we're going to start over. We do that one more time and we win. Focus
Kill
the
the
ads.
Everyone on ads right now, all DPS.
Still got a few more coming in.
Move to the line gap, right where the
Yep.
boss is.
Remember, there's a lot of overlapping abilities, so mind those now.
Watch out
After
for the
this wind
sanitizing
tunnel,
strike.
I'm going to start
Sorry,
again.
Caleb.
Beware.
Move out of the fire.
Group 1, I want that executed the exact same way. It should work. If you haven't second potion, save it for then, Group 1. That's when I
Towards the
want your
boss.
second potion.
3, 2, 1.
Use the Warlock Gate if you have to.
3,
Beams
Safe
are near the
spots?
back of the room.
1.
Everyone should be in the swirly. It's going to be a second defense grid soon.
Res.
Res
Res.
me.
I'll get Ghost
Father?
up, yeah.
I did.
Teach. And Arlaria.
New beams.
Have the boss right now.
Or, yeah, then you stay over there, you stay over there. Yeah, that was bad. No, that was our fault, because
Do you have a second res?
We don't. 30 seconds.
it's going to be a wipe.
3,
Yeah, just wipe it. We did really good on phase 1 and phase 2 there. Up until Ghost dying, that was really good.
That was
We
my
just-
fault.
Yep.
I was more worried about sanitizing strike and died to the beams.
Phase 1 was super clean. Good job, guys. Let's just do that again. The group 1 switching over and interrupts were really good. We need that every time.
And it should be. Right now, you all going to get across. Teach is going to stun first. This way we're not getting all meleeed until Arlaria gets rep. And then you just interrupt your own ad.
Yeah, we just do that one more time in that phase. The boss is already at 48%, so literally all we have to do is get all the group into the third room, and we win. That's it.
I will have barrier available. That was perfect timing. So if we want to move a few extra people through, like we did on the first time, we can do it.
Yeah, the boss is at 48 ghost. So and 10% is win. So basically, it was at 38% technically.
We won't be able to do a big group 2 to 3 though, because I will not have Lincoln tied.
Yeah, I mean, Ghost is talking about it right now. We might actually just try to hero in room 2 and kill it, because how fast we're pushing it, we might not even have to really risk even bothering pulling it to group 3 or room 3 right now.
Yep, and the issue is the healing is overtuned. Like,
yeah, and we have a lot of people for the healers we have too. This is a pretty big raid, so
crossing the barriers will always kill us, and I was actually suggest that as well.
So let's try that then. So we're gonna try heroing once everyone's over in room 2. We're gonna try to pop hero and just kill the boss in that room. So don't worry about crossing over anymore. It's just for the first room we're gonna cross, and then we actually, with our DPS, we should be able to kill the boss before room 3.
So the ideal time to hero is probably after the top-down lasers, right?
I mean,
that usually comes right after. It's wind tunnel into that, and so then that way we don't have anything that's going to interrupt DPS.
I mean, it's regular laser, then wind tunnel, then.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a regular
so
laser first. Yeah, you have a bit of a window. I think we should hero right when groups 6 and 7 come over, because that'll also give healers time to catch people back up. I know we're using major raid cities anyway, but why not? It'll get the whole raid topped off and like reset.
If one of you warlocks, when you go over there, want to drop your portal like in the middle of the room from where I'm standing here to here, that's where the circles always are. So it doesn't matter what side of the room we're on. Then boom, gateway, we're in the circle.
So gateway, like where it is now, just to the left.
Yeah, maybe a little further in.
A little more
the
inside.
beams happen like right here.
Sorry, I think I'm looking at the wrong person.
I have a circle on my head.
So where do you want the gate? Because I put it down every time I go over.
So like right here. So just a little bit, like not max range. It's like right here to like skull marker.
Okay.
Okay. Did we do a ready check? Everybody good?
I can drop a hammer Cadgay. After this though, it's going to be everyone should repair now. I'm going to mark it, or you can see it right on the ground. Everyone take this time to repair, because there's probably not going to be another hammer for a while.
I like it. The Reinhardt we need.
But do we deserve him?
So hammer's right
Sure.
by my blue marker.
Hey, look, we have a new in-hand shaman that is yelling to tell people to repair.
Not like our old enhanced shaman at all.
All right, I think we're ready.
All right, let's go.
Let's kill this boss and move on.
Very good job, guys. Just keep listening to callouts, and I think we got this.
2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3,
Watch out for the strike.
Left
Take
leg
off the
melee.
Flames.
Beware.
Remember to be stacked up tight. If someone's ahead of the group, you screw the whole group. So be stacked right up with the
Wind
right
tunnel in
leg,
2
left leg
seconds.
thing.
Pay attention to where the wall is going to light up. So towards the boss, run towards the boss.
3.
Use the warlock gate if you have to.
1.
Watch out, melee.
2, 1.
Beware.
Oof. Can we
That's
get
the
a battle race for
worst.
father in?
Teach and Arlar, you're gonna have to come on.
I'm coming.
Just make sure to watch your own ad. Same strategy, just watch your own ad.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2,
New flames coming out.
Make sure you have your own ad targeted.
Wind tunnel soon after this. Away from the boss.
Tony and
away from the
Paxi.
boss.
Crow.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Move out of the
Nazro
flames.
is dead, so Zolja and Smarty. I'm gonna wait. Widower and Pally. And then Dot and Oz. And that'll be where we wait until the next wind tunnel.
Wind tunnel coming out now. Towards the boss.
Beware.
Watch out for the flames.
Corn and Gherkins when this is over.
That was a bad time to come over.
SARS and Ardorn. Barrington and Catgay.
3,
Beware.
1.
Stabilize.
Father and Zed.
Yeah, it was too many pop. I had no cooldowns left. Or Hellstones or anything.
Grimsy and Val.
3, 2, 1.
Wind tunnel, it's away from the boss.
After this wind tunnel, we're going to use all the CDs and then have them come over.
Okay, so get towards the...
Get towards the barrier. HTT and go.
Spirit Link. Everyone get in the Spirit Link. Help this group cross over. There we go. Now we're going to focus the ads when they spawn. There's going to be like 5 of them. All DPS on the ads when they spawn.
You want Lust?
Wait till the ads are dead. Okay, you can Lust now. The beam scaps on the boss already. Just line up with the boss. Hurry, move.
Barrington's up to you how you want to burn reses if you want to for DPS.
Yeah, well,
we don't have one
for a little while.
We
Still,
should have one in a little bit.
Yeah. I
A
want
minute.
Nazaro up. Actually, Nazar's in the other room. Let's get in the gaps. The circles.
3, 2, 1.
Don't be in front of this boss. Be out of the tank's way.
Beware.
New fire, and there's gonna be side-to-side beams after this. So be ready to look for that gap. Okay, it's on the boss again, basically. Good job. Another wind tunnel coming. Still have plenty of time. Get away from the boss. Run away from the boss.
3, 2, beware.
It's going to be a top-down beam after this.
Watch out for the sanitizing strike.
Get inside the swirlies. Good job. There's going to be another side-to-side beam after this. And fires might overlap, so be very careful.
3, 2, 1.
Keep focusing on
There's the beam.
mechanics.
Stay on square. Safe. Wind tunnel, go towards the boss.
1.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Move out of the fire.
We have a
There's
red.
15 seconds. Get in the swirlies. Yeah, let's get Cadgay up.
Beware.
Move out of the fire.
I do have barrier available.
Watch out for the defensive beam. It's away from the boss near blue square. We have 88 energy. We just need to push 10%. See if we can push it.
3,
Away from the boss.
1.
3, 2, beware.
Move out of the fire. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. Okay.
Let's see how close we get though. I want to see how close.
SLT and crossover.
You're crazy.
And darkness. Go,
Okay,
go, go.
we get.
Ow.
Yeah, that was full energy.
Yeah.
We got really close.
17.
I think we have to do the next platform.
Yeah.
I mean, we had 4 DPS dead for a lot of that too. That's something to consider.
We got DPS dead, but what SARS suggested earlier, wasn't that you SARS that said bring the boss over earlier? Like instead of waiting until there's just like a couple people over there, that could have probably gotten the rest of that.
Oh yeah, I guess that's not a bad idea.
I mean, you could put the boss
Instead
in the
of
middle,
Tanks going last.
Well,
but
No,
I'm
instead of tanks going last, like tanks go in group 5.
I'm
Yeah,
keeping
so
them
we-
busy
we
though.
want them-
But yeah,
yeah.
you can go in group 5, but everyone should be busy keeping ads. And even if you come over, they have to still focus ads. Like I'm not letting anyone touch the boss while ads are alive.
And
Well,
the other
like
thing
for
is-
me, for one, I just stand there. I have nothing
do
to do
anything.
the whole time I'm there.
Right, but at the time, if the boss moves over, that's like, let's say in the middle of the group, then it leaves everyone that's not moved over yet doing nothing also as well. At least people that are over already have ads to kill. Everyone after group 5 will literally be doing nothing but mechanics, like 0 damage. You know what I'm saying? So like,
someone gets screwed no matter what.
But there'll be
Right.
more damage on
But
the
that's
the
the
new
thing,
side.
there are more
Like the
DPS on
boss.
that side.
yeah,
Correct.
but I'm just saying we should. I don't know if we should do it in the middle or more like group 6. Like we
Yeah,
could bump it up,
group
but
6 is
not.
fine.
I mean, we could also move groups around. I mean, we could put people that aren't doing anything to go last.
I mean,
Alternatively, SARS and other healers, I want to know how your mana is, because we could just try to do what we've been doing right once, do it right one more time.
I was personally fine, and I had Luminous ready to go, so we could definitely repeat it. With me, I don't know about anybody.
I mean, well, we could do it instead. Is for that last room, we could move the boss earlier too. Like we could do the same thing we did in room 1 and into room 2. I think that was fine. That seemed
Yeah,
fine. to me for the
since
most part.
since we stayed in room 2 for a while, I think there's no damage coming out besides people moving out through the
Correct.
barrier and getting hit by stuff. So, like, give us a minute to stabilize and we'll be good to go again.
I
as a
don't know if
paladin,
I can give a
can't
minute.
generate enough holy power to AoE, so I think maybe I should be one of the last people to leave. If you want to move me to like group
Is this
5
Pally?
or 6, yeah, Pally.
Okay.
I can't generate enough. I basically do nothing.
I mean, I can put you later. That's fine. We mainly wanted melee early for the interrupts, but yeah, at that point, it doesn't. Make
Yeah,
much
it
of a
doesn't matter
difference.
anymore. I mean, I still do like the idea of maybe after group 4, if you want to move the boss over then, because more DPS are on the new side. I can totally see that argument.
I mean, I think for the final room, that's fine. I don't think we should change much from room 1 to 2. From 2 to 3, sure, because that's the burn phase anyway, and that's where damage on the boss is really going to matter. Since we probably just barely don't have enough damage to kill the boss in room 2, as we just tried, I'm fine with moving the boss earlier, like around group 4, putting whatever people in there. I'm gonna just swap you and me, Pally. I'm gonna go with group 3 instead. I don't mind.
Yeah, but that's less damage up front too, because you're a ton of damage.
I'm
I mean,
a ton of damage.
It's fine either way. I don't really care. I mean, if the boss dies, I'm fine with it. We'll just go with this and see how it works. I can always change this next week anyway. It's just accommodating for now. Because like Warlock should probably be one of the last people to go over, and it's kind of been sort of yellow with that too. So
Yeah, whereas we can probably move the mages much sooner as far as range go because of at least the arcane mages we can because of Arcane Nova or whatever it is. We'll fine tune it for next week.
So let's try to do group 1. I mean, the first 2 phases the same. We're just gonna start moving people to group the final room earlier. I mean, we're gonna actually move people to group 3. I mean, to the final room, and the boss will probably go in the middle of the like the middle of the rotation.
1. Three, two, one.
Left leg melee.
I forgot to go back, Guardian.
Okay, that's fine. You still go and try and
Wind tunnel
get
away
threat
from the
as
boss.
fast as you can. If you're on this side of the boss, you're gonna get hit.
3, 2, 1.
Father,
Beware.
Teach, and Leah. Remember, same thing. Focus your own ad.
What was
friend
that?
silence.
Are you DCing?
No.
Oh, so I'm not the only one saying that?
Yeah, she's
You're
teleporting around.
Porting
Yeah,
all
she's
over
just
the
warping all over the place. But
Wait, when you leave the room, do you no longer will you lose hero?
no,
No.
you don't lose.
It's
hero
just
when you-
we don't have anything to do.
They're not gonna have any targets other than their ads, but at least
Gotcha.
they'll blow them up
Gotcha.
right away, I guess.
Yeah. Well, by the time they even spawn, hero will probably be dropped by then. It's not a big. I'd rather sacrifice 4 people because if we can push fast enough, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna even let us go into room 3. I'm gonna make that
Okay.
call once we cross over.
Okay.
But you gotta stay alive. Like dodge everything.
Yeah, be very careful with the boss because when winds are going out, sometimes the tank cannot keep desensitizing strike from not being a little bit wider than normal.
So I mean, I'm gonna put it right in that corner, wherever the direction the wind is going. So if it's in the winds in room 2, it's either gonna be in this corner right here, or it's gonna be in this corner.
Can
That's the easiest place for me.
okay, that's fine.
I'll try and get it to a wall, so you guys have the whole rest of the room.
The teleporting druid's gonna give me a seizure.
I know, right? I don't even have.
Just
INX.
your porter.
No.
You're the right spec, right, Leah?
Yeah, no, I'm not done twice.
3, 2,
Just double checking.
3, 2, 1.
Left leg melee. Come on. I keep saying this, but
1.
I see people on the right side and I have to move further.
So wind tunnel's next towards the boss. You want to be running towards the boss.
3, 2, 1.
Fire's going to be after this. Watch out for the strike. Don't be in front of the boss.
1.
Beware.
Father. Teach. And Arlaria. Same thing. Get your own ad.
Three, two, 1.
3, 2,
Okay, new flames going out.
Beware.
Someone missed an ad.
Oh.
Just stabilize. It's gonna slow things down, but if everyone lives, we're fine.
Move away from the boss. Just try to recover for now.
Tony and Paxi when you can.
3, 2, 1.
Watch out for that sanitizer strike.
Crow.
1.
Beware.
Crow and Nazro. Zolja and Smarty.
New wind tunnel in 6 seconds.
And then Widow or Barrington if you can make it. If not, stay.
3, 2, 1.
And then stabilize.
Beware.
Move out of the flames.
Dot and Oz are gonna start off. Corin, you're dead. Gherkins. Stars. Rinder. Pally.
3,
Beware.
1.
Cadgay. Grimsy. Everyone get by the thing and get ready. Val,
Can we
Etrid,
grab Dot, by the way?
Healer and Tide and go. Cross, cross, cross.
Do you want me to go crossing at that?
Dot, are you dead on this side or the other?
Other side.
Room 1? Oh, okay. Never mind. Just leave him dead for now then. I don't want to risk it.
Mop up ads.
Yeah,
So
I'll
last
DPS
time we did
ads.
this, the boss was at 67%. And we tried to
Beams?
burn her.
Beams? Get this. We have 3 dead, or 2 dead, so just keep that in mind.
Beware.
You got the flames?
It's either going to be a 2% wipe or a kill.
I thought we're crossing into the next room.
Yeah, but we're 7% ahead of what we were, and the last time we did
Didn't
this,
we
we
have
were only
Hero last
7%
time?
off. Yeah, but we already used Hero. That's why we're
towards the
7% ahead, and it was better. You know what, I'm just going to stay in the room and see what happens.
Roar? Can we
Watch
get
out
a
for
roar?
sanitizing.
1.
Sorry, I got spun.
3, 2, 1.
Just use your second pots with your
New
cooldown.
beams. It's going to be on the boss area. It's the gap. Get to the boss area.
3, beware. 1.
Someone res Ardorn.
Move away from the boss with the winds.
3, 2, 1.
So the safe zone's in the back. You have to run here really quick. If you have a roar.
3, 2.
Nice, I think everyone got here.
Don't be in
Good
front of
job.
the boss.
Beware.
There's gonna be a second beam side to side coming up next. It's basically in the middle of the room. Get to the middle of the room.
Three, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Move out of the fire.
1.
There's gonna be new defense beams coming out soon. It's by the boss.
Three, 2.
Fire next, and then side to side beams.
3,
Run towards the boss.
1.
Beware.
Move out of the fire. It's in the middle of the room again. Middle of the room. 10%.
3, 2.
Tell you it's gonna be fucking close.
Avoid the sanitizing strike.
1.
So last time we had white by now. Clearly ahead on the DPS going this way. And that's with 2 people dead. So keep pushing.
2%.
3%.
I popped commanding shot.
Run against the flames. Kill
We're
the
gonna
boss.
get insta shot.
Good job. Nice
so
job.
that's why we didn't move. Just so you know, the only dangerous part of this fight is going through barriers because of the overtuning. I don't know if you guys are watching raid frames, but when I send people, it's butt clench. Like sometimes you guys live by percents. So
Yeah,
if we
it's
can
also-
cheese it,
Letting
we
a
can cheese
casket
it.
off was also a little bit of an issue there. Like
Yeah, and that
also-
was because that slowed everything
it
down. If
slowed
you didn't
everything
notice,
a lot because we couldn't
But
cross right away.
hopefully you all noticed I got a whole lot better at it. Going forward, until we outgear this, we're definitely going to do that strat. We've proven we can do it, and that was with 2 DPS dead in the first room. So,
Damn tight.
I remember.
I
when
mean,
that dropped off. boss.
congratulations as well, guys. This was the first difficult boss. I'm going to gander that Feta Devour will be easier.
Yeah, Feta Devour shouldn't be as hard as that.
We'll see. Don't quote me, but this is probably on par with how hard Zek boss is going to be.
Keep going. Let's go through the trash. Come on.
I heard it.
Right.
But great fucking job, guys. Like, very well done. I know, Father, and you didn't understand the strategy. That's why we're doing it. Just because it's too dangerous to have to cross again. Because none of the CDs are back. Like, that rush we do at the end with SLT, blow everything, we wouldn't even have that. And there's a good chance people would die.
You would have
Sure,
it
don't get found.
right there at the end. Right, when we
at the
downed
end,
it.
SLT. Yeah.
Yeah, and it would have been awful close. So it's why are we going to force a headache on ourselves when, like I said, our DPS is pretty baller. I'm very happy. DPS and healers, like I said, but we've recruited some very strong DPS. So hats off to you guys and healers. Thank you for keeping us alive.
Yeah, thanks for reading all of our logs.
Yeah.
Oh, because you guys don't have
look at our
anything to heal,
parses.
right?
Yeah, we have
Yeah,
nothing to heal.
because you have nothing to heal. You're basically DPS in that second phase.
So that's the
Listen.
first time I died on that fight, and you killed it. I think I should die every week.
I just wanted to secure a kill. I'll be real cool. In a week, maybe 2, I think we'll go back to trying to cross the 3rd, but we
By
can't
then
be,
it won't be as close.
we can't be missing interrupts. Like, that's just a basic thing. I don't know who's just missed, and like I said, I don't care. I kicked mine, but that group 1, all of it's on our shoulders. And I guess if it's too much, okay, you're healing in your defense, so I'll give you that. That's kind of why we sent you, is because you're the only healer with an interrupt.
Right.
But that makes you like a star. So I'll keep that in mind. Like, obviously, you're trying to keep us all alive, taking damage, etc.
I just clicked the wrong one.
Okay, that's fine then. I'm totally okay with it because just none of us have
You should have
interrupts.
just let him make it sound like you were doing a whole lot of stuff and you were saving their lives.
Me?
No, he said, "Oh, I just clicked the wrong one." You should just
He should have.
defending you.
He should have
Leave
been
him
like,
alone. Be like,
"You-
"Yeah, man, it was really hard."
Yeah, I would have had
No,
time.
you need to be better. Ready? You'd be like, "You cheeky fuck! All you have to do is DPS. I'm trying to keep your sorry ass alive, and this is the thanks I get." I go, "Who's going to the no heal jar?"
Well, I know I
There's a
parsed.
jar?
I know I parsed 100% DPS on that.
Yeah, because I was gonna say healers since there's something to do DPS, but I looked at most of you and you were already DPSing, so
As a rogue, I'm pretty sure I'm just always in the no heal jar.
The good news is, as we get more gear, we might be able to kill those before they even get a cast off and help you. So there's that.
Well, if you read what I said, it was my fault because I killed mine before it got its cast off. I should have reacted faster.
I did. I thought you did say that, and I did not. I had to get mine because I'm shitty on this character. But yeah, just so you all know, my goal was to clear the first 3 tonight. Get a look at Vectis and Zekboz tomorrow. If it proves to be a really big wall around break time, we'll go back and clear Cahoon and Mithrax on normal. If we can keep pushing, we'll keep pushing because heroic
I'll get
lose
to that
player.
when you get the left one, Larian. Remember, stay here.
Yeah, Ghost is gonna pull some of the trash to this hallway and don't run into the room.
Pull all 4 alcoves, you say?
Don't you
Yeah,
dare.
let's wipe us again.
For 10 minutes.
That was a valuable lesson. We're just gonna
was,
die.
It was good to know.
Was the lesson don't let Zerno pull anything ever?
Don't give Zerno any responsibilities.
Too late.
Too late. Who did that?
It was perfect, whoever did it.
It was me. I have no shame.
It's his father and yeah. Careful of the boss. I'm not sure of the aggro range. I think it
I'm not
turns
gonna
around. Yeah. I'm gonna just reset it really quick.
Sure.
We're gonna need flasks too.
Yeah, we'll drop them once I'm explaining the fight and everything. We might as well wait. No worries. Because they're going to be the last ones for the raid, so.
I should have popped Luminous Barrier at the end just to help my parse. All 37% of it.
Yeah.
You gotta understand though that like
Yeah.
healing
Sorry,
parses
healers.
and that. Yeah, I don't
Unfortunately.
care that you guys didn't parse because we killed it. I mean,
Yeah,
look at me. I ran.
PS parses.
Yeah, I ran over with 17 seconds left on hero. So, you know, besides groups 2 through 7 and then healers, like, I mean, I really want to cry, but like I said, the guild always comes first. Your
who
individual
cares?
stuff
Yeah.
matters, but
Eventually we'll be able to farm and we'll have higher gear and then you'll be able
this
to
would be a
fucking
rollover. Yeah.
pad.
So, I mean,
Who killed
we
in the
had
first room?
We had a 94% execution ranking. So let's just
Yeah, that's
think about
pretty
that
darn
for
good.
a second.
Yeah.
That's pretty insane.
I mean, like I said, I have faith in all of you. I mean, I talked to every single one of you. You're all great
Never
players.
talked to me.
Yeah,
Well,
you're the
for the,
exception, not the rule.
for the group that doesn't know, that Gherkins guy, he's the one that fucking recruited
Guild
me back in
mascot.
Warlords. Yeah, he was my melee officer before I took the job when I told you. And then he gave me this awesome speech about how I was denied, except I wasn't. Just imagine 5 minutes of him rambling about how I'm good, but I'm not that good, but I'm good, but I'm only okay. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could have heard
That Gherkins guy broke a guild up.
Nah, I kept that guild together, man.
No.
He did. He was
Recruiting
recruitment.
up the ass.
No, what I'm saying is that day that you messaged me and asked me if I wanted to join a guild, and I did. I was an officer.
Oh, yeah, no,
and my guild completely broke up and quit playing.
Yeah, no, I did that to a lot of guilds. I'm not sorry about that.
You did tell me you were whispering random people. We got desperate at Tectus. I mean, I don't know if you remember, we were 19 manning Tectus. I mean, maybe you do. You know how miserable it is to 19 man at Mythic boss?
When I had
Mythic
to
progression
resort to
boss?
trade chat for fucking recruiting, that's when you knew it was bad.
That's why Pickles isn't like recruiting for us now. Can't have a bad reputation like that.
No, I don't got the time to do that anymore, man.
It's actually not that bad. I think
No.
almost everyone here has been through the Sargeras forums.
Yeah,
Divisive
but
made a nice post. Airy, Ski signed up for us.
Okay.
go hard.
That's all the ads, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so let's start putting out more.
Barrington, you got your AA up? I need to
Yeah,
know for
You
the
do the
markers.
markers.
Yeah, I got it. I'm just waiting
AFK.
to match Barrington's AA.
Yep.
Oh god. Pally, you scared me.
Ooh, our first BOE.
POEs.
So Widower, I don't know if you saw our post, but if you need that, that's all yours, buddy.
I'm looting. I'm going back to loot the bodies.
If that's an upgrade for you, it's 100% yours. If you don't need that, then toss it to an officer, and we'll, at the end of Thursday night, see if anyone needs it as an upgrade. And if nobody needs it, then we'll just sell it for the G Bank for repairs and stuff like that.
Congrats.
I assume that's an upgrade for you, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, looks like 35 eye levels. I mean,
Yeah, I figured that was going to be an upgrade. But
Barrington, can you make this guy disappear?
Yeah, sure.
whoa, just for equipping it, he needed it.
Oh, killed it. Woo.
Listen, I can have you collected, so
What?
I'll have someone come collect you.
So to
Please.
go over this fight really quick while we're all here, basically there's going to be two ads that spawn. All right. They're on like a timer. DBM and Bigwig should tell you, but either way, I'll try calling out ahead of time. All DPS have to focus these ads. We have to swap to them immediately when they spawn. If they finish their cast, it's basically going to call the boss over and he's going to heal for a ton. We don't want that to happen. One of the ads will be melee. That's most likely going to be the ad closest to the boss. The other one will be the ranged one, which is going to be further away. Zerno will direct the melee towards whichever ad is closest, and I'll just call ranged for the other one. If for some reason one of the ads is still up by the time we kill our specific one, like ranged, help the melee, obviously. I'll make a judgment call if the melee need to run over or not. We should have a good enough damage that we kill the ad before it finishes cast. If not, melee might have to suck it up, or a couple of the mobile melees might have to leap over and help us. That's just going to happen throughout the fight. Oh, run back. Run out of the room. Someone aggroed. Need to be careful. Its patrol range is really far. Another thing that's going to happen periodically throughout the fight is when it gets 100 energy, it's going to face somebody and breathe towards them. It's a pretty obvious cone. It's pretty easy to get out of, but that being said, you need to just pay attention to it. If you get hit by it, it's going to put a debuff on you that puts like a damage over time. At first, it's pretty weak, but when it fades, it transforms into like a stronger version, and you take a shit ton of damage. You really don't want to get hit by that because it's going to be putting dots on us already, and that can stack. So if you get a couple stacks of that, you're probably going to die. So just do not get hit by the cone. Pretty easy rule of thumb. The other thing is on Heroic, for those of you that were here yesterday, the boss does do a knockback. I'm not sure if that's just a timed thing or what. Well, I guess we'll have to see. I think it's just on a timer, but you need to basically put your back towards somewhere that you'll hit a wall. Ideally, you don't want to land on the alcove. You don't want to go like all the way across the room. So try to make sure you're facing a direction where you'll hit a wall reasonably close by. You don't want to fall into like the alcove when it's active, because when an ad's spawning, I think as well, if you stand inside that stuff, it'll give you the dot too. So just be aware that if we're killing an ad and he's going to do his stomp knockback, you need to be careful and you're not going to get knocked into the ad area where that goo is all on the ground. Other than that, the boss enrages at 50%, where it does 25% more damage and takes 50% more damage. So we're waiting on Lust and Hero for that moment. And that's about it. It's just dodging the cones, killing the ads before they get their cast off, and making sure you position your back so you don't go too far away. You can try charging or leaping or doing some kind of mobility thing, Warlock Gate, Mage Blink. That might work. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it in action. I'm going to try disengaging. It should theoretically work, but if not, just make sure your back is in a appropriate spot, and listen to the calls from me and Zerno for DPS. that should be about it. Oh, and as you see in the AA, the boss is going to be tanked between purple and blue on the left over there. So basically, it's going to be kind of in the middle of that, between that two spots, just so you know ahead of time where it's going to be sitting. Yeah, I think you can charge to... I mean, it's not going to avoid it, but if you charge right as the knockback happens, it should just cancel it out. But you'll have to test that and see. I'm not sure. I assume you can, but I'm not positive on that.
If not,
Make sure... Yeah, and make sure, though, that if the ads are timed, so make sure that you still have some kind of mobility just in case an ad is really far away and the melee is just going to have to, unfortunately, run far away for their ad, too. Just make sure you hopefully have some kind of mobility left over.
Call for roar. You want to call for it?
Yeah, you can also use roar for that too. That's true.
Yeah, so
Rindar
I'll
has
leave
his.
you, Barrington, to call for roar. Just Rinder, you use yours on your own.
Okay. All right. And that should be about it.
Cauldron now?
Can we drop? Yeah, I was gonna say we can do the cauldron now, and I'll drop the feast. So everyone grab a flask again.
Also, before we run into combat here, there's going to be obviously 5 flasks left in that. Feel free to grab them after we run in. I'm assuming everyone will have gotten one before we pull, but if they haven't, that's on them, and you can just trade them before it disappears.
I'm using my own flask, so it'll be
I
safe.
just realized you guys are switching for agility bonus.
Yeah, they. Well.
I was like, why are my
they're
raid
switching
frames going all weird?
Yeah. That awkward moment when like stamina flasks are not that helpful for anyone.
I remember one time I went into
Oh my god.
God, that's loud.
Please no.
Did that.
I went into some raid 80 item level too low, so I used a stam flask to stay alive.
We'll put down that train. I fucking hate you.
Yeah, I dropped the wrecker, but yeah, that's
Cutting edge.
That might have not been a cutting edge person.
Yep.
Okay, we're all ready, so I guess you might want to wait till he walks away.
Yeah. I got this.
Just a fucking prairie dog going across the screen.
You like that?
So again, we're saving hero for 50%.
Oh, gee.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to slot Res Alaria.
That was through Barskin.
Quickly. I got Alaria taunt.
No.
Alright, so we'll just reset.
Yeah, just run out.
Yeah,
reset
I still
boss.
got Thrash.
Beware.
So that's the stomp, and it is on a timer,
Isn't
so
there
you
a
can.
door?
I have my
Aw.
port outside.
Yeah, Ghost is gonna save us. Transcend.
Well, that's fancy.
There was a 50% chance that was gonna happen, so
I like those odds.
yeah.
There was
And
nothing I could
there's
do.
a 50% chance that I'm also gonna just get one-shotted.
Wait, what?
This
I
boss
mean,
is,
we'll see how it goes.
it's a little overtuned for the extra damage. It literally 200k through a 20% cooldown.
So, stamina flasks? I'm kidding.
Agility makes us take less physical damage. Or it used to.
It gives armor.
Maybe not. Yeah, for me it goes dodge. No. What I meant, if I survive the first one, I'll survive everyone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, teleporter's back. Yep.
Oh, you probably need a new feast, huh? Sorry. Help people died in that. There you go. Let's try that again. Hopefully, tanks can survive and we'll be good.
You want a defensive? Let me know.
I mean, but the thing is, that's gonna happen so often. They're gonna need.
You're
to
gonna need
survive.
it every 10 seconds or so.
If they can't do it on their own, then
right.
welcome to the
exactly.
wall.
We'll just have to
All right, let's do this.
I'll keep my vigor on.
MD Wolf Tree Dog, by the way.
Oh, okay, sure.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, this is. Yep. Okay, we'll be fine.
Good. Excellent news. So the first thing that's going to happen is the shockwave. Looks like it's going to be in 6 seconds.
We want to be on blue, Millie, because you're going to get knocked back.
Range, make sure you put your back to a wall, or you know you're going to hit one.
Don't stand on a
Going
tank.
out.
You will die.
Here it comes. So
If you
pretty
get
long
knocked back
cast.
really far, see how
Yeah.
far it goes. You go to
job.
Africa.
Portal works, just confirming.
And now I don't care where you go, Millie. Shit could fall down there, so you
Watch
want
out
to
for the
generally
cone,
move
watch
out
out
of
for
that
this cone,
alcove.
Get out of that. It gives you a generous amount of time to not get hit by that. No
I thought
one
it
will
was-
get hit by it. Alright, so Melee's
was
gonna
dumb.
get purple, looks like.
Yeah,
Range,
Melee can go purple.
Moon in the back of the room.
You don't have to go yet, Render. Now we go.
All ranged should be on Moon in the back of the room and kill this ad. Another stomp's happening.
Oh boy.
Oh god, our damage is not even close enough to killing this thing right now.
Neither is ours.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna. The boss is gonna heal for a shit ton.
2, 1.
Let's see how much he heals for.
10%.
There's gonna be a new cone coming out. Yeah, alright. We might just have to have all of our DPS focus one of these because.
Yeah, we bite the
it's
dust
going
and
really
we kill one and let him eat one.
Yeah, I guess.
Go ahead and just keep going to practice. I mean, let people
Okay,
see
watch out for the
mechanics.
cone. So this
That's
cone, nobody
crazy.
should ever get hit by. That is a really long cast.
So let's kill the one that's right here next to the boss.
Agreed.
Yeah, we'll go for blue square. All DPS will focus blue square.
Let's move the boss a little. Let's go back to this wall. There we go.
New knockback in 2 seconds.
Melee
big
be in blue.
knockback.
Beware.
Okay.
That is absolutely insane.
2, 1.
Yeah, there is no way.
All right, come back.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll just be. It'll just
Don't-
be a little bit of healing that we have to deal with. Watch out
Don't
for the
chase
cone.
it.
Okay.
Do not stack on a tank.
Stomp coming out in a couple of seconds. Here it comes. Again, fix your backs to being against the wall.
Skull.
Let's go for skull. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Some new ads coming out. We're gonna focus skull. It's right behind the boss, basically.
Not even
You
getting
wanna
into
res Lee or no?
10%.
Yes, get Lee up. If we can get Lee up, we need to immediately.
I tried my best to tank. It hurt.
3, 2, 1.
Well, if no one's in range of me, I take all of the hit.
Yep.
And I can survive-ish it.
I think I was in range, and I think I took that hit. I don't know, I'm off to the side. You can see where I'm dead at. I just know he turned and hit me.
Is he
Watch out for
healing
this cone.
10% or only 5%?
Like 2 million.
I think it's 5.
Says
It is 5.
whatever. It says 10%.
It's not. It's only 5%. The Dungeon Journal's wrong.
It must say 10 because if they get both.
That would make sense.
But I mean, looking at the berserk timer, we're already at 2.5 minutes, and the boss is above half. We're gonna want to kill X, I guess, right? Is that? I don't see what the other ad is. Oh yeah,
Should we
it's
just
right.
wait? Stay-
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, we could just die.
That is insane.
3,
I mean, there's a no world that we kill both of them. So the only viable strat is kill one and let him eat one and see if we beat the berserk. Unless someone else has a better idea, that's all I could think of. You might get lucky and be able to hero a set and kill a set, but that's
Yeah,
only
I mean-
one set.
I mean, when the boss is below the enraged timer, we could wait and delay the hero until ads are coming out, kill the ads, and then the remainder of the hero damage could be on the boss.
Yeah. Oh, also, Doc, can you make that real quick or no? Can you just remember?
Do you say what, huh?
The weak or to start soulstoning a healer so we don't have to run back.
I'll do both.
Is that dot some sort of putrid whatever? Does that just get randomly placed on people throughout the fight too?
Yes, yes. It's
So
just, people randomly get it all the time.
Malortis Miasma turns into it. So people that have Miasma Thor, they have that for 18 seconds. It's going to turn into the Putrid Chip. It only lasts 6, but if you get hit by an ability that would stack Malortius, you're going to get a stack of Putrid instead.
Okay, and then the only thing that does that is the breath.
Yeah, it looks like
And
the
he
breath-
randomly applies it.
Yeah, it looks like just the breath, because I even got knocked one time into the ad and nothing happened. So just don't get hit by the breath, and you will not get a stack.
It's also if you get hit by the like falling goop of crap.
Oh
Yep,
yeah,
that
when
too.
they're active in the red. Okay, yeah, that's. I thought in the room was something bad. Okay, yeah. So before the ads spawn, if you get knocked into that area when they're spawning, you'll get it
Or if you're standing in there when it starts falling down.
for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'll have to fix this one.
Back, sorry.
Yeah, I was watching him eat that ad. I'm pretty sure it was only 2 million, so he has 5%.
See, I wonder, is it based off how much health is left in the ad? So if we...
Ah, that would be
I
clever.
think so.
I mean, it doesn't say anything about that in the journal, but I'm not sure.
Because those ads have 2.2 roughly.
Right. I mean, well, cross dotting is fine. Like if we kill the melee ad and Warlock, Shadow Priest want to dot the back one, that's cool. But I'm not going to make melee run over, and single target range can just tunnel the boss after the melee ad dies.
And can you stop their cast at all? Is there any way?
No. That cast is going to go through no matter what. It's just killing it faster than the cast.
So yeah,
That's what I
all
thought.
right.
I'm just trying to make sure that we're not missing something, because wow.
We're just gonna sit where we sit and ignore the boss. It'll come back to us. Because as long as you're not there to get meleeed, won't get extra stacks.
Switch back to bear form. Or tank.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Good job, your things changed.
My tank has gone missing.
That would have made things kind of rough.
Alright, sorry, one more loop.
Okay, back up.
Let's do this, boys.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So the first shockwave's coming out. 6 seconds. It's going to be casting it now.
Beware.
Cone is next.
4, 3, 2,
Cone's being
1.
cast now.
Beware.
Jesus, Ghost, you scared me. You still scare me right now. Someone get that guy a health bar.
Okay, new ads. I guess we're going to focus purple.
Okay, that works.
Right in front of the boss.
Beware.
A new shockwave.
Oh, you ripped that off me.
Good job. Alright, so if
Oops.
you want to cross dot, that's fine. Otherwise, focus the boss.
4, 3,
I was wondering why it took so much.
1.
Okay, how did you survive that though?
I have no
It's
idea.
going to be a new shockwave. New shockwave.
Beware.
And a cone. Be careful. I think it canceled its shockwave for that cone. That's
Here comes.
It did.
Yeah, it did. Okay. Now it's the knockback.
Shockwave.
New ads, purple again. Okay, everyone focus purple.
Be careful, cone's coming, isn't it?
Shockwave is going to be first. It might interrupt for it. We'll see. Here comes the shockwave.
One.
Beware.
Now the cone's coming. Wow. That's
Yeah, I just.
Yeah, we have to make sure that when we're getting hit by that shockwave, we don't go too far.
Yeah,
'Cause
I thought I was.
Use movement CDs to get out of that, and I'm sure a lot of other people couldn't.
I can save rover for that overlap.
We might as well just wipe it. We have like 10 DPS.
Oh,
dead.
I want to see what happens in 5%.
Okay. You want to see the enrage?
Might not get there. Just push the boss right now. Don't switch the ads. Push the boss so we can see the enrage.
Avoid the cone.
Hero.
You want to see the damage it does, I guess, because it's 25% more.
And plus, maybe this is the way they're now intending for it to be done. You only do get to kill one.
I was just a gear thing right now.
That's a gear thing.
I don't know. We aren't even getting to touch the second ad.
I guarantee you.
A couple of seconds, but yeah, not much.
Yeah. This gear that drops is 370, right? All of us are 345.
So would they really put a third boss DPS check that high?
Yeah.
I mean, well, this is an optional boss, right? So technically, we could go into a different place.
Oh,
you can skip that
cause.
Yeah, with 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the enrage, we're definitely gonna make it. Like
Yeah.
half the raid's dead.
For sure. Yeah, we'll make the enrage, actually. Considering we have hero right then, and we could have delayed it for a couple of seconds, we might have been able to kill both ads.
Yeah,
If
that,
not, we'd
that
still just
extra
do some
damage
damage.
is quite big.
Yeah, I mean, really, he's taking 50% more damage in this phase too. So when we calculate in raid,
just die. By the way, everyone should be dying.
Yeah, I mean, if we drop hero right at 50 when he hits and just go nuts, I think we can do it by only killing one ad.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna
It's
do that.
definitely
Because then
intended,
people get their
there's no way.
executes and stuff. Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm saying maybe that's how they're kind of intending for it to be done right now.
alternatively, I saw several people, well, myself included, just no healing through the heavy dot. So that's a thing for heal. I don't know if it was a range thing, but yeah, I just got no heals over X amount of time.
It is difficult because people are pretty spread out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and well,
we need to like coordinate when we're
this
getting
was during the ad killing. I was in the melee clump and didn't get healed.
I'm sitting on the tanks, I think, Thornus too.
Yeah, and that's another thing I would say. However you want to assign it, this is probably a thing for you, Ghost. You're gonna have to dedicate healers to the tanks, and then dedicate other healers to watch the raid. And you might even have to dedicate a person to watch the thing, the putrid whatever.
I honestly don't even know at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, my goal or my idea was Thor, Beacon, you guys, and then he's gonna be a putrid healer only. So anyone that gets that putrid debuff, that's his job to keep them alive for that 6 seconds. And then keep SARS and Val on the tank. Unless Val is a better raid healer. I'm not sure how healing works.
If we have a set stack point, I can take care of the raid a lot.
Yeah, I mean, the melee is all going to be on whatever ad we switch to, then on the boss's ass. But ranged are definitely going to be spread out. I mean, they don't really have a reason to be spread out.
Yeah, we don't have to. We can also be near the melee ad. There's no reason not to be.
That would help us.
What do you think? Could everyone stack in melee? Is that a viable strat?
Yeah,
I mean,
fine. I don't
and the
see any reason not to.
shockwave is then going to be guaranteed to go in one direction. So, I mean, this is stupid, but if we put the boss between purple and blue, and then everyone stacks on blue, the shockwave will always be a blue. You just move out of it. Or not the shockwave, the conal AoE.
Everyone will get hit inside blue too, so.
Well, yeah, we would just move out of blue because I don't think the AoE and the shockwave overlap. At this point, it's any. I mean, once again, I think we've proven damage doesn't matter. It's anything to make the healers' lives easier. Do you remember, Barrington, if Shockwave and his AoE overlapped the cone AoE?
They definitely did. I mean, it was definitely at one point he canceled the shockwave for an AoE, and then another time he did the shockwave and an AoE immediately. And I saw me and some other people got knocked to this door, and then he AoE'd at us, and I was able to get out because I have disengaged in Cheetah, but I know other people just got hit and it kind of screwed them over. So I think also if we're doing a better job stacking on the boss, we'll control our AoE a lot better.
Yeah, I mean,
like, we'll control the knockback, which means the AoE will be easier to avoid.
yeah, that's what I was going for. If you put everyone in that crook where square is right now, then knockback is meaningless.
Yeah, we're just going to have to pay attention because you can't be on top of the tank. All the range need to know that now, and be very careful of that. And also, you got to be very careful with the knockback in case an ad's like being activated, because that's going to be the only other problem. Is if you get knocked back into an alcove while that goo is coming down, it's basically the same thing as getting hit by that cone, and it's going to kill you. But sure, we can try with most of the ranged all basically on top of the melee. There's nothing really.
I will admit there is going to be a lot more movement on the ranged. However, it will completely eliminate getting shockwaved into Africa, not knowing where regurgitation goes. All of that will be eliminated.
Yeah, I don't know if even it's going to be that much more movement. If everyone's smart about where they're getting knocked back, there's pretty
just
close walls.
Like whatever ad we switch to, you basically should be in that alcove. Because if you're already in that alcove, you're going to get knocked into the alcove. I mean, it's not currently active. There's just a puddle of goop on the ground.
Are you good, Dot?
Yeah, I was just writing that before.
Thank you, Dot. Is this the pass ghost?
Yeah.
So try to stay stacked when they have a star in my head. We basically going to go to the alcove.
2, 1.
Yeah, because the stomp is first.
Yep.
Everyone should be over here in the blue alcove.
Shockwaves in 6 seconds. If you're not here in the blue alcove, make sure you're at least not getting knocked far away.
Beware.
I mean, the red alcove alternatively would work as well for you guys.
Tom for the boss.
4, 3.
Cones in 3 seconds.
Reservoir, quick.
Beware.
Get Lee up now, yeah, while this is going off.
Okay, Tom the boss.
Purple.
Yeah, purple's a good bet.
Yeah, we definitely want to do purple.
You're gonna have a shockwave dirt, so make sure you go someplace good.
I mean, you can just knock towards purple, and that's fine.
I mean, it's gonna be a wipe. Can we reset it?
I was at half health. Well, I died. Gotta be top healers.
4, 3, 2.
Does anyone have a transcend outside? Otherwise, we're just gonna have to die.
He put a stone down on SARS.
Okay, so just die.
Beware.
Unless you click it off, SARS.
So
stand in this cone and die.
yeah, if healing's gonna be a thing, then what we're gonna go to is everyone stays stacked on me, and only a few healers handle us, and the rest of the healers have to take. There's no more not being in the stack group. You just go where I go.
Follow the leader.
Is that something you want to do, Ghost, to try to make this a bit easier?
Don't release. Don't release. Don't release.
You notice most of the people that released. Wow.
I really
say it.
I was gonna say now we have in the old guild we had a weak aura that when it literally took away the don't release button, and we made people use it all throughout Nighthold because of the walkback, and then someone edited it to say melee fucking suck. So while we were sitting dead, it just says melee fucking suck across your screen.
Not
Do you
wrong.
still have it?
Yeah,
No,
that's-
I deleted that a long
Aura.
time ago. Yeah, it was
Still have
Speaks.
I think.
The run back for this boss isn't like that far.
It's not that bad. And you
No.
can mount, yeah.
I guarantee you at one point Blizzard will give us a shit run back.
And if we die on the next boss after that, that's a pretty long run back.
It's true. You all the way
Or the
around there.
third. Then I guess it's not too bad. We just have to clear the other trash.
Alright, so here's the question then. What 2 healers do you want on the tanks? And what 2 healers do you want on the raid? And then what healer do you want swinging?
I mean, Thor should basically be pocketing us anyways.
Alright, Thor, so you're exempt from going where I go. Your only job is to keep the 2 tanks and yourself alive.
Yeah, it's gonna be me and Thor on the tanks.
Alright, then you're also exempt, SARS, which means Teach, Paxi, and Valder, you're going to be responsible for the raid. Do you want us stacked? Will that help you?
Yes.
Alright,
Doesn't help
then
me.
I want the entire raid on one group. Last poll we had 2 separate groups, range and melee. That's not a thing anymore. you're either going to be in the alcove where blue is, or you're going to be on top of an ad we're killing. If we have to call an audible, I'll call an audible. But like I said, this is a healer thing, and if we are spread out, you're going to die, and then the tank's going to die, and we're not going to kill this. I know it sucks, but I want to kill a third boss.
Teach. Something else that might do really good for us is Earthen Wall Totem.
It's not that much though. It's only 2,200
per
attack compared to giving you 20k health.
Yeah.
Because you guys lasted a lot longer when I was running the pull before that one.
Okay.
Oh, can we get new lock rocks? Sorry.
I can do everything. Trying to also write a don't fucking release Matt or Wikora.
Are you gonna say melee suck?
Well, Eater could also drop the rocks technically. Dot, you didn't have to do that.
Why am I supposed to say melee sucks?
How many people get the dot?
You get hit by the AoE, then yeah. If not, I think it's 2 to 3 raid members will get the dot, and then that dot will turn into nasty dot.
Right.
Seems like there's about 5 to 6 people with the debuff at one time,
Okay.
one or the other.
Then that's probably more because of our raid size. When they have the Melodious Miasma, it's not a big deal. But when we have the second version of that, the Putrid, that person needs to be spam field. Yes,
Also,
paroxysm is spam healed.
Whenever I get the paroxysm personally, I'm also using a personal there. There's
Yep,
no
I'm
reason not
blurring.
to. There's no other part where you're really going to personal anything anyway, unless you're in a bad spot and you're getting hit by cone.
Use the health stone on that then.
Yeah, you can
honestly.
use it. You can use a health stone too, as like in lieu of a personal. Just saying, it's worth everyone individually using a personal for their paroxysm.
So even on our best pull, I only got it twice. That might be good or bad RNG, but try to plan to have something. Like I said, with us all stacked though, it should be a lot easier to heal people up with AoE healing.
You just right now, Thor.
Oh, I hit ready, I thought.
Said you're
Okay. Yep. Alright, we'll go after this then.
Okay. So everyone, we're going to be stacked to melee, all ranged, no exceptions.
Also, when the ad's up, before you guys start killing it, I want to put you the range. You got to be between the boss and the ad. So when you get knocked away, you get knocked into the right alcove.
3, 2, 1.
So everyone should be stacked on star.
Sorry, I dash away occasionally. Momentum.
Okay. Or square, whatever. It's fine. We're both in the same spot. First is going to be the shockwave. 4 seconds.
Beware.
Next is going to be the cone. It's probably going to be right
So
at us.
now you can get out of
Super
there.
Easy.
Yeah, you can
Dodge.
wait here, the cone, and then move.
Yeah, wait for the cone first, then move.
Beware.
Okay,
Yep,
now
so it's
move
right at
out
us.
of
Now move. Perfect. And then we're
Next
going to go to
one.
add, so we go to purple. So range, you want to be between purple and the boss for the shockwave that's coming up in 7 seconds. Naz, don't run into that. Yeah,
Don't run into
go in that
red
goop.
pool. If you run into that red shit, you're going to get the dot on you, and it's going to kill you. Now's where you want to be between.
Thor, if and when I ask for sack, you're gonna have to bubble, okay?
Okay.
And now you
Alright.
go back to blue alcove.
Yep.
He's going to run to X. I don't care where you are now, but you're eventually going to have to find your way back to blue alcove in 7 seconds. And it depends what he does. He might do stomp, he might do breath. The timers are exactly the same. So it was breath, so move. Then stomp is next.
Beware.
You want to get knocked into blue because the boss is going to come back to blue. And this way, this keeps us all together and the healers can top us off. Very beautiful. That's what I like. Where do you want to go, Barrington?
I mean, I think we should go towards the back of the moon.
Moon. Yep, I agree. Moon.
So it's going to be a shockwave.
You want to get knocked
First.
into Moon's corner.
Yep.
And if this
I
dad
think
is not dead,
Beware.
yeah, we're in a lot of trouble, so kill it.
1.
Beware.
Roar? What do you think?
Yeah, roar,
good
roar.
ball.
Yeah, shit.
That hurt.
We still just got hit by a lot of it, you know.
Yeah.
I think we should just... wipe and try again. And then
Yep, exactly.
We have don't onk. So just stay dead. Let's just wipe it or reset it.
Don't release.
Don't release.
Okay. So one thing, I know Zerno's like calling it out. Just you want to wait a couple seconds before you run into that purple alcove. I saw a couple people walk in and take that blood debuff. That's going to kill you. You can get ready to run in there, but before the ad spawned, you don't have to be in the alcove. You can be close by, but you don't.
Moon alcove there. Do you think if we get there quicker, we can kill it beforehand because we were late getting there?
I don't know. I mean, we would have ran into the same situation somewhat at Skull too, but
yeah, but we were late switching because we called it late. I wasn't sure what was better for us. I think
There's a lot of people dead on that far side. Does that
that's true.
reach
We
you?
had a couple people dead anyway before that even happened.
And we'll call it quicker. So when the
I
red
guess not.
waterfall is falling, you don't need to be there, but when it starts falling, realize that within 8 seconds, there's going to be an ad that appears, and you need to switch that immediately. So I don't care how you make it happen, but that ad takes precedence. I know boss health is an issue, but range can
can't-
obviously be between them,
You
but
can't.
melee should be over there.
You can't res the all too far away.
I mean, I can. Okay, no, not really. I was gonna say I could despawn the boss real quick, but
So rule of thumb, when we're switching to an ad, range you can stay on the boss till the ad spawns, but when the ad spawns, you should already be within range of it. Melee, you're going to have to switch early. You need to be on top of the spawn point when it spawns, but not under the waterfall. Because if we get hit by a cone like that again, it's a wipe.
alright, everyone should be here. Make sure you get your feast buff. I think also in the future, once we have like res security that can keep battle assault on somebody, if someone actually does release, we can just summon them with a warlock thing. It'll probably speed it up.
Wait, is there already a soul stone now?
I don't know. I'm just saying we had a couple people run back, and I think we could just summon them. It's probably quicker for the future reference.
I just meant my weak core is not working. SARS, I guess you still have yours?
Hmm? Yeah.
Yeah, she's still Soulstone.
That makes sense.
Alright, next go round.
Alright, Dot, you ready? So you're the only person.
Yes. I keep hitting ready. I guess it's not working.
Just watch out. Pull out the boss. Okay.
Father was cool. He would cloak or conceal us in that corner.
I mean, I think we're fine. We just need to make sure.
Yeah, we'll
we're
just as soon as it goes around again, we'll be fine.
It's
Where's he gonna spawn?
Right in front of us.
It's back of the room. Yeah.
Oh, Dot, you're so dead. Run, Dot Dog.
Nope. People love me.
Because they don't know you.
I got you, bae.
Hey, I did that for the raid.
Oh, thank you, Father.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So everyone again, stack on star over to the side. We should all be in the blue alcove area. Stomp's gonna be first in 5 seconds.
Beware.
It's coming out now.
Stay in this corner.
Yep, stay here. Next is gonna be the cone. We want the cone facing this corner.
3, 2, 1.
Stay.
Beware.
Move.
Okay, now move out.
We're gonna go to X. Don't get knocked into it. Stomp's gonna happen now. Don't get knocked into it.
Yep.
Now you can get knocked into it.
Beware.
Yep, everyone on red X. job. Back on the boss. It's gonna run to Skull. Make sure we're gonna get knocked back.
Get knocked into blue. Or breath at
There's
blue.
gonna be a breath first, so
Yeah, be
careful
ready.
with breath.
There's a breath. Get out if you're far away right now.
There's a breath. Watch out. And
Don't
then you
stack
should
on
be
the
able to aim
tank.
yourself towards Skull. Square, no problem.
Yep. Get out of blue.
Oh shit. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, that was a bad spot. We're gonna focus.
Yeah, that's the downside of that.
Yeah, I think we could watch timers better and prevent that.
Yeah.
Because I was chilling in there after I got knocked back, thinking it was safe.
So yeah. All right, everyone should be on square.
Stomp's gonna happen. Be in this alcove. Shaw, stomp now.
Watch out for the cone. It's not out of any of us anyway.
So you stay.
Hero. Yep,
Yeah,
hero.
I think we should just
Hero and burn the boss. I think we'll do more damage than the boss. Stomp, be in the corner. After this stomp, you have to get out of this alcove immediately. Add
'cause
spawn
Adrian's
2 seconds after. Correct. So get out. Not gonna burn roar though.
Beware.
Look at that. We got lucky.
Now get out.
We're gonna go to diamond.
Yep.
Switch now. Healer saved me.
We still have battle res, right?
Yep, get Naz.
Yep.
Let's get Nazra up.
Get in the blue corner. Blue corner. Oh, we're not gonna make it. My bad. I should have called that sooner.
Sorry, we had to run back anyway. Next is gonna be the breath, so get close to the boss. We don't need to get in the blue corner yet.
You can get me up.
Yeah, do we have another res?
Val?
Yeah, no, 50 seconds.
Okay,
Get
get
him
Val
when
when
we
we can.
Don't be in the blue corner right now. I know it's weird, but just don't be there. Don't be in a corner. Yeah, that's why. Get knocked into red. Or what do you say? Burn the boss?
Burn the boss. Burn the boss.
Burn
Yeah,
the boss.
1.
Fuck yeah! Woo! Sorry for making everyone move. I apologize for being a little pushy, but strategies work. I
A
apologize.
little
for being
what?
Pushy. I'm very pushy. I'm sorry.
Pushy.
Congrats, Crow.
Ghost, I have 10 million
6
healing
now.
on you alone.
Oh my god, Paxi too.
I can
healers.
train this staff.
Very well, also. Great job, healers. Great job,
Holy
range. I'm only
crap.
not, melee. You guys did what
When
you
I
normally do, so
said
good
you
job.
were taking a lot of damage, I wasn't exaggerating.
You guys, I don't know how this add-on works, and I don't know if everybody has it, but I can totally trade the staff. So
So that's a good thing to go over. With the add-on, basically, Paxi got a piece of loot she's not going to use. So there should be an offer button for you there. Did you see that, or did you close out the window?
yeah, I clicked it.
Yeah, so
I have 2
offer.
people on there.
Yeah,
What
you're
if
going
you
to offer
don't
it to
have the
people.
add-on?
Well, then it's not going to show, but I'm just explaining it for now. When you get a piece of loot you don't need, you hit offer. Then after you offer it, people can then whisper you back. It's a loot window where you communicate with them only. The raid can kill their bosses. For now, Paxi, just link it in raid chat, and then you can dole it out however you want. I didn't go over loot rules. Yeah, loot rules are on the forum. I would say roll for it's probably the fairest.
Can we at least like somebody write like best in slot or something, because I don't want to take that from somebody that it is their best in slot stats.
I mean, it's heroic, so I'm not too worried yet. And I'm not sure if people we might have to explain the nuances for BIS versus just an upgrade.
I mean, that's gonna be an upgrade for everybody, I assume.
Yeah, so like BIS would be that's your absolute best in slot staff. You're not going to replace it ever. An upgrade is it's just an upgrade.
I felt bad because Corn rolled a 92 in the add-on, right? And so he's like, nah, I'm just going to roll a 96. It's fine.
Yeah,
Corn
not a
really
big
wants
deal.
it.
But yeah, congratulations, guys.
Oh,
What? Oh, damn. Nice.
Heal.
I thought I would not be outdone.
Sorry, roll hacks.
Okay,
Oh, wait.
All right, let's keep
giving
going.
it to Val.
Once again, healers, yeah, Vectus for sure. Healers, very well done. Hopefully within 2 weeks we can change that strat, so maybe we don't have to be super stacked, because I realize it's a lot of movement on the range, and I apologize. But due to the fact
What
that
works.
due to the fact our tanks are getting murdered, we're all gonna stay together. And also, great job listening to calls out. Like everyone, when I did calls out to stay out of the alcove, everyone moved out of the alcove. So that's great fucking job. That's what we need.
So yeah, the reason I can trade that is because all I've gotten for loot is weapons. I'm not kidding. I got a weapon last night. I got a weapon in here, and then I got another weapon.
You're gonna make all the
Wow.
melee hate you.
Yeah, I really
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Why is a healer getting a weapon?
You know that no.
You want an instaff?
Yes, I do.
I think it might be better. Do you know what my weapon damage weighted at? 9.75.
That's your alt, whatever.
Well, no, on my main it's rated. I don't know what it is on this
Okay.
character. My main it's 9 point, and then strength. Strength is 1.78.
We're all gonna die now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here's darkness.
Zerno, I'm still using like a 325 weapon, right, man? I feel you.
Well, my main's got two 340, and my alt has two 340s. I ran a lot of shit to try to get this character.
If those bloods don't get interrupted, that's really hard. So please interrupt them.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need a reset on the next boss.
Oh, cool. Well, we're gonna have probably take rest of the raid night almost to explain it.
Can I teleport out and get an enchant?
Sure, go for it.
I can. What do you need?
Or the guild to help you out.
Can anyone make a torrent of elements?
For a weapon?
Too.
Yes, Torment of Elements, too.
Okay, I can make it.
Who is I?
Cad gay.
Can anybody do quick navigation?
You both
I have a
want
quick
one though.
navigation. Trade
Trade who?
Gherkins for quick navigations.
One for Cad
Or-
gay. For
How much?
Elements.
Shotgun's got you. Okay. As soon as this thing dies.
No. Do you have torrent of elements?
Oh no. Quick navigation. Whoever needs it.
You need torrent, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How much?
Yes, Torment of Elements.
Okay.
I didn't hear you, bro.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you, Shane.
Who else need a torrent?
Crow. Crowing.
Jitterbear.
Okay, Stars, I'm gonna keep it permanent soulstone on you so this stupid weak aura goes away.
So make sure we're interrupting these bloods. I think these are the ones that cast, right?
Yeah.
They might be stunnable too. Yeah, they are. So
Yeah, they are.
Stunned too.
Stack up.
Rolling blood going out and they're up. So.
Has to spell it.
On
Mass
it.
Dispel only works on one person or 5 people.
Oh.
It's kind of.
So it's good, but.
But interrupting's better.
Yeah.
I think being AFK and checking the death log is the best.
What'd you say your weapon DPS was rated at, Zerno?
Like 9 something.
9.81.
Yeah, it was almost 10, and I lied. Strength is like 3. I just looked up my pawn strength.
That's 9.81, then agility is 1.93 for me.
Okay, so I wasn't that far off. I thought it was like high 1s versus.
Good luck.
Healing rain.
One day I'll get a weapon. Just kidding.
No shit.
Like I can revive once every 2 minutes, but that's about it.
Also, for those of you that weren't here yesterday, this doesn't matter. But Vectis, we made some significant changes to make our lives easier. I wouldn't expect to kill it tonight because there's going to be quite a learning curve to it. However, we're definitely going to come back into Heroic tomorrow to do Vectis and poke Zekvaz, just because Heroic gear is better. So, know those 2 fights. They're updated on the forums. This is my first time writing guides that in depth, so I'm getting kind of better at them. You'll see they're color-coded in ways. Just read up on them. And also know Normal, Gahoon, and Mithrax. Those I have not updated yet, though. They have Ghost's quick notes, which you might like. And if you do like them, let me know. I just prefer more in-depth stuff. This way, if you guys make a mistake, I can say it was right there on the forums, though.
Gotta cover all corners.
I've learned a long time ago the best strategy in this world is to cover your ass at all times, no matter what.
It's like the military, my guy.
Mine I learned in teaching.
What are those teachers?
I don't want to hear that story.
I'll cover your ass at all times. Metaphorical ass dot.
Look, I don't care what kind of ass you have.
Non-metaphorical, military-wise.
A beautifully, heavily sculpted male model ass. Is that better? Picture those Greek god people. You know the sculptures.
And then the reverse of it, and then that's Zerno.
Oh, pickles, you do me dirty.
If you have that blood thing, I don't think you should hit each other with it. Pretty sure you're splashing and killing each other.
It's the ads casting infest, and you can't interrupt it.
Right, but I'm saying if you have that debuff, just try not to be stacked on top of each other. I think 6 people just died from it.
Stack on the tanks.
I'm gonna have to soul stone me again. I'm sorry, Dot.
My weak horses don't release.
Hey,
here
good.
I am.
That's good.
I made 2 of them. I made a nice one and a mean one.
I don't have any of them anymore after what you guys did to me. Stare through that all night, hold through that.
No, I just linked them tonight.
Should I bother getting them? Oh, I know. I got rid of the Nighthold one after Nighthold was done because I learned, maybe.
Where'd you learn to learn?
The run back for what was that boss? The one where he sits in the goop, the acid. He destroys platforms.
Kromog.
Croesus?
Yes, Kromog.
Croesus.
Croesus,
No,
someone, I don't know.
Croesus.
All
One
I
of those
know
crow things.
is a very, very long time ago, the fiance, before she was a fiance, invited me out, and I whispered the other melee guy saying I can't be there because I am going out with a girl. And then they wiped for 3 hours, and I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel bad. I got back, and Dalton was so pissed.
I was there.
I know you were there. It was. You remember the night where you wiped for 3 hours on him? Yeah.
I tend
Because I
to-
think I texted you, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
tend to block out white nights.
Well, whole nights where you just wipe on one boss indefinitely. That's kind of rough.
You mean like the month we spent on Argus?
That was a month before
Bracken's
you were
for?
there. Oh, Bracken's for. Did you see what? I
What
probably
else
asked you.
Hans runs?
Did you see what Holy linked in BRH as my going away present?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I have that saved. I'm like, oh my god, Holy.
You don't have a hammer?
Yeah, I'll drop one after this.
Thanks.
This trash sucks.
I-
It's annoying because these ads infest people and then pop back out.
Did you know that he had quit for part of Antaurus and then came back? I don't know if you know.
Oh god, all the ads aren't done.
Yeah.
Try not to hit Vectus either.
Hit Vectus? Okay. All done.
done.
You got him, Ghost?
Yeah, you
Alright,
get. You guys
Arlaria,
get-
just tank the ads. Everyone stay in here and kill the ads. Arlaria, stay here and tank these. Ghost will reset it. Get out of that blood ritual.
So, did you really hit it, Death?
No.
I mean, what Ghost is probably the most viable strat. Pull Vectus out, and then get a tank in here and get these pulled
And the
back.
timing was
I
perfect.
mean, I wasn't trying to do that, but
It just worked out
that
that
might-
way.
that might be.
I
what
just
you
heard you
know,
say, "Oh God," immediately after.
me.
No, Death said that. Oh, it was you?
Hey, I'll think. Just give me a second. Oh, can I get a tone from someone?
Yeah.
You said yeah, because I don't know voices yet.
That was Ghost.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, I know your voice. I was testing you. You passed.
What are you testing him for? Father, you sound wiped out.
Thanks, babe.
We need to get you like a shot of caffeine or a Mountain Dew.
I'm good, man.
Raid ends in 15 minutes. Why would you do that?
Because I have homework to do tonight.
I'll do it for you.
New season of Always Sunny.
My 8 a.m. meeting got canceled. I'm so happy.
Oh shit! I forgot to record that.
So, Ghost is going to
Damn,
put down the
by the
tank marker. Barrington's going to list some other markers, then we're going to go over the strat, and then probably only get one pull in. Also,
Yeah.
Zoja, you don't know how awesome that is that you do that.
Okay, so the ads I think spawn on like green and red, and we're gonna try and tank on the skull. But we'll see when that first ads pop up, and then we'll move backwards if we need to.
talking
You
about
got
the
the
ads
hammer,
from
by the way?
Just? Yes, I did. It's over where I'm standing on square.
Okay.
Are you talking about the Gestate ads?
I don't know, the ones you guys were complaining about are on the tanks.
Wrong boss.
No, this is the wrong boss. This is that's Zekvaz you're thinking of.
Yeah.
This is.
You just put the.
This is Vectus.
Yeah.
This has ads that spawn from Gestate. So we're gonna have people in 3 different groups. He's gonna tank it on Skull. We're gonna have part of the raid on X, part of the raid on Circle, and part of the raid on Green. We might need to spread them out a little bit more. Those marks might go too close. The idea is basically that each one of these groups is gonna get a debuff from the boss. He's gonna put like a debuff on somebody, and it's like a ticking dot damage. But when it jumps from you to somebody else, you get a permanent like debuff, a lingering debuff that you take 5% more damage from that dot. So, and I think from other abilities as well. And the idea is basically we don't want someone having like 10 stacks of that debuff or 5, 6, 7 stacks, and someone else has like 2. So but we're gonna get multiple of those debuffs. So we want to spread them out as best as possible. So putting them in 3 groups is the best way to kind of to manage that. When that debuff, besides that debuff, sorry, there's going to be a second one called Gestate. I think it's on random range members. It could go on melee as well. I'm not too sure if it just targets range or not. But basically, it's going to stun that person, and they're going to start pulsing for AoE around themselves. I don't think it's any way to predict it. Like, I don't think there's a timer, like a debuff on you that you know when you're going to get it. It's just going to happen to you. So what I think we're going to need to do is we may have to either have the raid move away from that person when they get it.
Raid has to move away.
Yeah, that's most likely what's going to have to happen. Luckily, though, because we're already in 3 groups, it should only be like 6 people or 7 maybe max that are getting hit at one point in time that to move away. Once that person finishes channeling for like 6 seconds doing an AoE pulse, an ad's going to spawn from that person. We need all the people that can to switch to it and kill it. While it's up, it puts like a healing absorb shield on the whole raid that healer's just gonna have to heal through, and it keeps casting it. It's kind of a pain in the ass. You can't interrupt it, but it's like a long cast, kind of like the ads.
More than 2 get off, we're slow.
Yeah. So we just need to kill it right away. When the boss gets to 100 energy, it's gonna go into phase 2. Phase 2, it turns into just like a big puddle and starts swirling around the room. It'll like go through the raid to the opposite side of the room and just chill there for a little while. Try to avoid this pool if you can. Like, it's a pretty big puddle, but try to do your best to avoid it, because I think it'll also give you a stack of that debuff that makes you take more damage, so you want to avoid that. And then during this phase 2, there's going to be circle swirls on the ground. We need people to soak them. We only need 1 person per swirl, so you don't need to like all 3 or 4 people soak on one. You don't need that. So if you see someone already in one, don't bother with it. While that's happening, the little puddle that that he turns into is going to shoot 3 little red geysers out. You need to dodge that as best you can. The problem becomes when there's a circle and it's in the middle of that geyser crap. That's ideally when we have someone with like an invulnerability, like either an ice block or a turtle, to run in and soak that circle, or like bubble or whatever. You still get stacks of the debuff, but you won't take any damage from the geyser damage itself, so you can kind of immune some of it. If we don't soak those circles, I believe they will
spawn an ad.
Spawn it, yeah.
A nasty ad.
Right, so we just basically need to make sure we soak every circle. It's
Thanks,
pretty
Father.
important that you do that. And after 2 waves of circles, like there should be like around 6 that spawn. After 2 waves of 6, they'll go back to phase 1, and then we repeat. The tanks will pull the boss back to Skull, and we'll separate back into the 3 quadrants that we're in. And then it just repeats from there. As for who's going where,
you
I
mind
don't have
making
anything set up for this, but
a full melee group?
Yeah, what I was thinking was just putting which color would be best for melee? Circle, middle.
I'd say in the middle, because this way, if the immunosuppressed stat is on X or triangle, we can switch to it. But if we're on X, we wouldn't necessarily be able to switch to triangle.
Okay, so let's try to put. I mean, I might want to just take a couple melee out.
That's fine.
A couple healers in there. So
Yeah.
let's try to put all of group 2 on circle with SARS and Thor, and then let's put all of group 3 on Red X with Zerno, Rindar, and Paxi. And then let's try to put all of group 5 on triangle.
Go stand on your mark now when you're assigned.
Fatherin, Val, and Teach.
I want to make sure A, everyone knows their mark, and B, these look set up. We're out of boss range. The only
I'm
people
sorry,
that shouldn't
I totally
be here.
missed my mark. What was it?
You're with me. You're next.
Where's the
I
group
messed
2
my mark.
going?
Okay, so group 2, the melee group, is on circle.
Cool.
Group 5 is on green, and group 3 is on X.
Correct.
And then Zerno and Rindar should also be on X with Paxi. Teach and Val should be on green. Sars and Thor should be on circle. And Fatherin, I think I put you on green as well. Pretty sure. I'm not sure anymore.
YOLO.
I did, though. Whatever. So yeah, so that's what we'll do. And we're going to just try to bounce the debuff as best we can. It first goes on the tank, I believe, and then it pops off them. I'm not sure how. I think the first time we're just going to kind of just see where it goes. But like, let's say a debuff goes onto the circle group, and the second one goes onto the circle group. If one of the circle group people need to run over to a different mark and like kind of let their debuff fall off and like pass it over to us, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'll try to call it, or people will try to pay attention, because we want one debuff in each one of these little groups, basically.
You want me to call it?
Sure, Zerno.
I should have Bigwigs do a call out, put 3 people on top. I'm just gonna read the 3 names. I'm just gonna go X, orange, green. So you might have those 3 people might have to move groups. It's just
each of you are on green. All of group 5 is on green. So you should be over here to the right.
if we can get through phase 1 and just basically phase 1 tonight, I'd be happy. It's pretty easy because phase 1 is just we basically sit in these 3 piles, and then phase 2, it's all dodging. You literally don't do anything because he's underground. It's not going to be a thing tonight, but going forward, like getting lingering infection stacks in phase 2 when he's underground is a very bad sign. Most people say in heroic you'll finish the fight around 8 to 10 stacks, but that's really high, and healers are going to hate you because you're taking about 100% extra damage.
Just remember that when someone gets gestate, they are stunned and they cannot move. Everyone else needs to move away from them. So
Doesn't need
if
to
this
moving.
is-
Do you want people to move behind the mark so they
I
don't
mean-
spread vector to another group?
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone
you should
moves
just
5
move,
yards
like-
back.
Yeah, just step backwards. Just backpedal or whatever. Just move away towards the wall, whatever. Don't move towards another group because you don't want to risk.
So go directly
throwing a
back
debuff
5
into them.
yards. Yep.
You mean the whole group has to do that, right?
Yes,
Except
everyone
the
but the
stunned
stunned person. Yeah, because he can't
Right.
move. 'Cause
We'll
he's
work on
stunned,
calling that out.
AoEing the raid, so you just have to move away from it. There's nothing that person can do about it. Anyway, everyone's ready, so let's give this a shot. Also, we can hero right off the bat. There's no point in saving it for anything, so we'll hero on pull.
Let's get to the underground phase in the first attempt. Remember, just stay in these groups and then move out if you have to.
1.
That's us hero.
3.
Melee, you can scoot in a bit. We'll have to adjust marks. Melee, get as close as possible.
Yeah, these are more of a guideline, but yeah, we may have to adjust as we go.
Barrington?
So switch to the ad.
Barrington, Father, and Smarty had it. That was my bad. I wasn't paying attention.
I had aggro on the ad.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll have to deal with it. I forgot the ad has to be tanked.
Yeah, I forgot also that. So Gestate's going to be going out soon. Move away from the people that get stunned with it.
SARS is in the middle group. Get away from SARS.
And
That
kill
damage
plague
didn't-
amalgamation.
That damage didn't look that bad. We might be able to just soak it.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, kill this amalgamation before it gets another cast off. Hopefully. Damn. All right, we just barely missed that.
3, 2,
This is be a new gestate, a new stunned person. Ad's over on the left. If you can't reach it as like a melee, then I don't know if it's a big deal about running into it because I don't want to fuck with your debuffs. But all
Yeah,
the
it's
range
good.
should be able to swap.
Can I get it, Resident area?
That was entirely my fault.
We're also getting 2 casts on these ads. We just need to be a little bit better about that. That's
Yeah.
also with DPS dead not being ready. Because we should only have 1 cast from those ads ever.
All right, get away from him. He's a puddle.
This is
Get
phase
away
2.
from him. He's gonna
Finish
go
that
on the
ad.
ground.
Finish the plague amalgamation.
He's gonna jet to the back of the room. Don't be between him and the back of the room. Now be away from him too. He's gonna throw lines.
These
Do
are
you
the
see those
circles we need
lines?
to soak. So soak these circles. 1 person per circle.
One person only.
Yep.
Wow, there's a lot of them.
Yep, and those lines give a stack of infection. You can't let him hit you. You can soak these circles though if you've done it once though. See, we missed a bunch of ads. See these plague amalgams up?
Right. All right,
Well,
it's a
well-
wipe. Let's wipe.
Yeah.
So Omega Vector is the dot, right?
Yes, that's
Yes.
just regular dot. You don't have to run out with that. But if there's 2 people in one group with it, we want to put one of those people to run to another group and drop it off. You know, like
Yeah.
hand it
And
off
I
to
didn't
someone
call
else.
that very well.
That's all right. I mean, everyone got to see basically both phases now, just in that one.
Don't
program.
release.
My
Or
weak
not.
guard didn't work. I blame Dot.
I mean, we're gonna call it there anyway. I think we can.
Oh, yeah,
maybe
fair point.
2 minutes
Yeah,
to the end of the raid. We don't have
because
to-
we got officers. I have another. Well, we'd have another 5 to 10 minutes. Well, 5 minutes of explaining things we're gonna change now, soak patterns, etc. So yeah, take an early night.
So, good job, everyone. It's awesome that we got 3 down already. I know there are a lot of people that are stuck on Mother, so it's pretty good for our first actual real raid night that we got that down. And I guess we'll be seeing you all tomorrow. We'll probably start with Heroic again, and most likely. If not, me, Zerno, or someone will let you know ahead of
Yep.
time.
Remember, start using the forms. If you can't be here tomorrow, I want to try to train you guys. Post out and just go under the time off. Say I can't be there. You don't need a reason. I don't particularly care. Just say you can't be there so we know. Like Spio at least texted Crow, who told me, so that worked. I knew Lawlings wasn't here, and then Pally let me know about Shen. It was a little late, but that's okay.